Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Marvel Monday, where we are going straight back to our childhood. I assume
Which we never do.
Ever, not once, not ever,
Not ever.
For the first time ever here on Marvel Monday, which is an ongoing tradition. We started Marvel Mondays in 2019. Right?
Wow.
That was about 3 years ago now. We started doing live streams for the first time on Mondays.
Not much has happened since 2019, to be honest with you.
And it was Marvel Mondays. Marvel Champions kicked off the streaming.
Everything's been very normal since then.
Did you see that video Bryce shared of the that old Conquest stream or Champions stream? Of us?
With Evan?
In the old store. Like on like a webcam and like
Warhammer.
Warhammer Champions. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah, another champion. Different champion.
Anyways, Marvel Monday, welcome back. We've been gone for a couple of weeks. This is exciting because the X-Men have finally arrived. I hold in my hands the Cyclops Hero Pack. I'm very excited about that. Just before we went live, Bryce was saying and Steven, they thought it was odd that Cyclops was my favorite X-Man.
It is weird.
I'm trying to reconcile why it's weird.
It's weird, dude.
Why is it? Who would you expect to be out there? Wolverine?
It's weird. Wolverine, totally. Or Gambit. For sure. Both of those. Come on.
I don't know.
It's Wolverine or Gambit. I mean, it has to be.
I will say Wolverine is close. If I didn't have older brothers who that was their favorite X-Men, I probably would have picked it.
Like Zach and I, or Bryce and I said. I mean, it's like...
You play a video game, you gotta have your character you pick, and X-Men's never, or Wolverine's never available.
Cyclops is a bit of a square.
I also really liked Phoenix.
Okay. Nice. That's very cool.
I mean, makes sense.
That's also a little weird, though. I mean, I wouldn't put you there either. I don't know.
I feel like Phoenix is in if they're a Venn diagram of characters, Phoenix leans in like the Daenerys category, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, okay.
Powerful, a little crazy.
Nightcrawler. People saying Nightcrawler is top of the list as well.
Are you surprised that I like Cyclops?
Absolutely.
For people that know me out there? Like, do you agree with Steven?
Cyclops needs a special element. Like,
let me tell you though.
What's that?
It made more sense.
Grappling with some darkness inside of him.
As I got older, that he does have conflict.
Yeah.
If you look, like Wolverine is just Wolverine through and through.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but he's outwardly conflicted. He's like, I'm so angsty because I'm...
I feel like Wolverine's actions are debatable in their goodness, but he doesn't, as a character, ever have conflict, really. Like that. Like, he is Wolverine. He's a very strong personality.
Uh-huh. So you're saying Cyclops' thing is he has to come to terms with his goodness in the face of how he treats evil.
Well, and you said he was a square, right? Like, from what I remember, which has been a long time.
Square.
But he basically has a code, and he's living by it. And, like, it's the same with Captain America.
Yeah.
Which is, like, people that have codes like that, that's not how I operate.
Yeah.
Side note. But people that have those codes,
what does that mean exactly?
It's interesting. Like, I feel like I'm not very black and white.
Yeah.
Like, I leave room for understanding. Oh,
present look
not how I dress. Yeah. You never know. Anyways, point being that he constantly has the conflict of what you would expect someone to do in a scenario as a human versus what his code obligates him to do. Captain America is the exact same thing.
Yeah, so you're saying you as a person are fascinated by people who have ethic guidelines, whereas you like to leave it ambiguous.
Maybe.
Kind of the morality of things is kind of
like,
give or take.
It's very principled, right? Captain America is very principled, and sometimes it's very annoying. I think everyone's complex.
How do you feel about Batman not killing people? Or some versions of Batman, I guess. Wasn't that a thing? He didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it was a thing.
That's a similar kind of deal, right?
On which Batman we're talking about.
It totally does.
Yeah, I mean, I love Batman. He's really fascinating because Batman's a different thing altogether.
Man, we just need to unpack this. I need a good 20 minutes of just like trying to find the philosophical boundaries of Zach's taste in
Zach
characters.
Is totally a Cyclops. I will say, like, there's a difference between the characters you are fascinated by or admire and who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's actually the opposite scenario.
Definitely.
Like, who's your favorite X-Men?
Aquaman.
X-Men? That's so in brand.
You want to know who my favorite X-person was? It was Archangel. I didn't even know the Angel existed. But I had an Archangel card, and then I was like, ooh, this thing is awesome. Like, where? And he had like the stats, I think, and I was like, man, these stats are awesome. And he's got this thing with the wings, can get like titanium, and you can like cut people with them, you know, theoretically. But then Archangel made an appearance in the X-Men animated series, and I lost my mind. It was very much like whenever Cubone was featured in Pokemon, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I had fallen in love with that Pokemon, and it had never been in the show before, just on the poster. I was like, that one. And then I saw it. And so Archangel was similar. It was like, here's this kind of, again, tier 2 X-Men who suddenly is like featured in the plot. And it was really exciting to me.
So what?
Used to be Angel, though. And I don't know anything about Angel or any of that kind of business. But he's in my deck today.
Warren Worthington the third?
No, I don't know anything about Warren Worthington. Honestly, I know very little about him.
As originally known as Angel and later as Archangel.
And has kind of an evil streak, I think, or kind of an ambiguity to him as well.
Character originally possesses a pair of large feathered wings.
Yeah. But they changed into metal for Archangel.
Really?
Or like some kind of titanium. I think it's the same stuff that Wolverine's claws are made of. I don't know. There's some people watching this that are very into comic books and the things, which we very much appreciate and we love that. But Zach and I are not as schooled in the history and the lore of X-Men and everything that's happened.
X-Men exposure came from two things.
But
That's absolutely. I mean, obviously the movies, whatever. But in the 90s, it was the cartoon, and it was only like Saturday morning cartoons had to be there for it. Hit and miss. You see certain things.
Yeah.
And then there was a video game, like a side scroller. I don't remember what the game was.
Was it similar to the Captain Jabimbo?
Yeah,
game?
totally similar to that. And that was, I think, a lot of my early
totally was
liking of Cyclops came from that game.
Yeah.
Because you pick your character, and I never got to pick first.
Yeah.
So like, Wolverine's gone 100% of the time.
Gambit probably gone too.
Yeah, so then you have to find your character that you just are, and then you're like, I'm Cyclops, and then you watch the show, and you're like, it's Cyclops. It's really great. Like, it's nuts.
It's not a bad character to choose.
If he ever lets go for a second, he can't drink. He can't drink. If he ever lets go for a second, he murders everyone he loves.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. And I feel like there are some parallels there. What was Tim's favorite X-Men? Or X thing? X-Men?
Oh, it's totally...
Beast?
No, maybe. I think it was Gambit or Nightcrawler. I think it was Gambit.
I think it'd be Beast now.
That's
I think
also
Tim has grown
difference.
into a fine understanding and appreciation of Beast being the best X-Men.
As a kid, I love Beast too.
Yeah.
I thought he was fun. I will say there's a difference between the characters you like as a kid and the characters that I think you're more drawn to later on in life.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah. Well, you grow as a human, I hope.
Like Captain America as a kid, very into it.
Yeah.
And there's a nostalgia there. But if I were picking like my favorite Marvel superhero today, I don't know that I'd pick Captain America.
Who do you think it is? No. It's on the table. Fret, a tabula rosa, a blank slate. You've seen Marvel for the first time, all of it in its entirety.
I really like Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
As a character, and Spider-Man. I think as an adult, Spider-Man.
We're getting somewhere.
I also love Spider-Man as a kid, but Spider-Man now is more appealing.
I love that. Yeah. Because, you've experienced what it's like to be a teenage boy.
Yeah, a teenage scientist nonetheless.
What's that?
What about you?
My favorite now? Actually, you know what? I'm playing my favorite now.
Colossus?
I grew to love Colossus. Yeah, that was a post-Archangel decision for me, and I think it was video game driven as well.
I was going to say, like, what drove that?
I remember Colossus in whatever video game I was playing was awesome because you had a moment where you could go invincible, basically, and you turned into metal,
Yeah, I mean,
and then you just, like, start
that.
wrecking. So that was me. But it was also, again, it's also just kind of off-brand. I guess I always like... I'm trying to be too cool for school, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find the weird stuff and love it, which just makes sense. My dad did the same thing all of his life, basically.
I don't know. I'm curious, everyone out there, in terms of taste changing as you get older. I will say, like, the more... What were we watching this weekend?
Andor?
I think I have only seen the first episode so far. It's on the list to watch. But we were watching... it was either Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. They're kind of intermingling for me.
Yeah.
But there was a
Both
moment
getting dragged into mediocrity.
where it paused, and then Serena said the line before the line got said. I mean, that's my wife.
How'd she know?
Well, it's because you've just seen these stories over and over again. That's my point, is that once you've seen something play out enough times, you eventually start looking for different. At least some people just settle in.
Yeah,
they just want
sometimes
this.
I get you.
Yeah, it's like, I just want the rom-com. I want the bow to be tied at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Great. My movie taste has gotten so weird, ultimately. If my wife wasn't around, I don't think I would watch mainstream movies at all anymore.
Really?
I mean, I still enjoy them to a point, but
I think I think Star Wars finally broke you in a certain kind of way. I think it's
Well, yeah.
unfixable. There's something that has gone on.
I mean,
It's
it
like a
also might be
complete-
why I liked Last Jedi and a lot of people didn't. It's like, I didn't. You
Because
see
you're
7,
broken?
and it's like, this is a very nice modern version of Episode 4. I loved 7 when it happened. Welcome home. And then it was like 8. It's like, oh man, because it was like, this is going to be Rey Skywalker, right? Like, that's where this is going. And then
Because it has to be a Skywalker.
Yeah, well, then 8
Otherwise, why would it be there?
8 at least made the statement, like, it doesn't matter who you are or where your blood came from.
Yeah.
What you do as a person decides, like,
Yeah, a little kind of
your destiny?
anti-determinism kind
and
of
it was
thing.
like, that's so much different than what it felt like it was going to be and fresh.
Yeah,
And it's weird.
yeah.
And then, of course, 9, they were just like, it's that meme where the car just does a hard turn to the
I
left.
don't know, man.
Anyways,
I think it started in the turn. What's
I
up, Brad Cox? Good to see you. What's up, Van?
I
Stream
have-
can start.
avoided spoilers.
You know nothing.
I know nothing about this. I'm very excited to see what Cyclops does.
Listen here. I built a deck last night.
So
And-
my task said bring the Cyclops deck.
Well, you did. You brought the
Achieved.
Cyclops
I have not
hero
built
back,
the deck, yeah.
I built this Colossus deck last night. It's based on one that I saw on Marvel CDB. It's not really reinventing the wheel. The one that I saw had a lot of ally stuff, and so anytime I see that, I assume it's more of a solo-focused deck build.
Or a good deck.
Or a good deck, yeah, or just basically so much value that you can't deny it. But what I decided to do was remove all of the ally stuff. There's a few allies in there, Angel and Wolverine.
You gotta
These
put
guys are
Angel in
big.
there. There's a Wolverine ally?
There's
Is he a
Wolverine.
leadership
Oh,
ally?
dude,
Or
Wolverine,
he's aggression.
Wolverine ally
He's
is
aggression, right?
unbelievable. Don't even start me on the Wolverine ally. It's so crazy how good that ally is. But then I just wanted to focus on, as you might expect, doing a lot of damage.
You're playing aggression?
That's it, yeah.
Colossus aggression, punch face.
Colossus has a really cool mechanic, which I guess we need to open this stuff up and get into it.
Yeah, is Colossus in here, I guess?
Yeah. So he's in here, and the Colossus thing is you have an easy time getting tough tokens, and you can get up to 2, so you can have 2 on you. And then you can cash them in for stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like you have cards that say discard a tough off of you to do +6 damage, that kind of thing. All right, well, hold on, let's do it. This is always fun for us to recognize.
Dude, look how cool Colossus looks in that art. Have you seen the card?
Yeah, just incredible. Always just an exciting moment to see what's really in here.
You ever paid so much for so much air? Look at that.
There she
I
goes. Now-
I bought a good 18 ounces of air right there.
Man, you could get a job at Doritos with that kind of.
Can you buy? Can air be in ounces? How do you measure air?
Well, certainly, yeah. I mean, I guess I
Air
suppose
pressure?
air. You know what, Zach? That is a question that I have never considered.
I'm here
But
to
there is
ask
a
questions
specific weight of air. Some weight can be heavier than cold air is heavier than warm air. It sinks.
because it's closer to water.
Yeah, it's
Cold
probably
air?
more full. Yeah, more full of.
But is it the air that's heavier, or is it the water in the air?
Well, I mean, does a breeze happen if you're not there to feel it?
The air gets denser when it gets cold.
It gets denser, right? There's more molecules
More
packed
air per
together.
inch, per square inch.
Yeah. So air can only be more or less dense given a container, right?
Brant's saying it's volume, cubic.
Yeah. Volume of air. So how much air is in a given space could be more or less air, but again, when we say air, it's kind of an ambiguous notion of
Yeah.
molecules. So anyway, it's a lot of air, yeah, that we packed into that box. But
Brombay's saying I use the boxes for storage, so I myself appreciate the room.
yeah, we asked this last time. Remember, we were like, hey, what would you think if they just released this? And
were not into
A lot
it?
of people said cool, but a lot of people said I like the box because I store it and I put it on my shelf, etc., etc. Think of it like a giant empty painting.
Retro Dan saying Cyclops is so cool, especially in multiplayer. It makes sense.
He's a team leader.
He's a team guy. Michael's saying there's a lot of air in your scuba tank.
That's right.
For example, they
Your
pack
propane
that
tank,
in
yeah.
there.
You gotta have a lot of air.
That does check out. I'm gonna read this Scott Summers real quick. I just need to know what Cyclops does. Scott Summers, alter ego 3 recovery. Mutant, you may include X-Men allies from any aspect in your deck. Holy.
Oh, maybe you get Wolverine then. You might be better with him. I just put him in there because the value is insane.
Because, he's an ally. Constant training. Exhausting. Action. Search your deck for a tactic, upgrade, and add it to your hand. Limit once per round. So you can go get a tactic out of his deck once per turn as an alter ego.
An upgrade, no less.
That's kind of like drawing a card.
Well,
if you can pitch it for at least one resource, this is an incredible ability.
Someone put it squarely at that.
6 hand size, 10 hit points. Let's look at Cyclops. Look at him go. 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. It's good you're attacking, because apparently I can't.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, you probably have a card that unleashes the beast, basically, right?
Oh, totally. Optic Blast, action, attack. Spend a resource of any type, deal 3 damage to an enemy with an upgrade attached. Limit once per round. So I can literally spend a resource to do 3 damage to something.
And it can be from the table, from hand, doesn't matter. Just a resource.
Spend
Can
a
you do it in
resource?
unlimited? Once per round.
Once per round, but I don't notably, I do not exhaust to do it.
Oh,
So I can hit for 3 and thwart for 2 every round for 1 resource.
Yeah, that's wonderful, man. It's wonderful.
Michael, Zach reads 1 line, already excited. Well, based on what I'm seeing so far, he's not going to be bad. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but it's all about the signature cards.
Yeah. Let's see what's up.
Always live or die
The
there.
ally version of Phoenix, Jean Grey. Now, I love seeing this, but they released him at the same time as this Phoenix pack. And that always feels like when you have to run the ally that you can't play because they're sitting across the table.
Yeah, for that reason, I'm not running the
Cyclops.
the other one, the Shadow Cat. I had the team up card, but I was like, well, team up card in this deck makes a lot of sense if you're playing Shadow Cat, but otherwise, a chance I get the ally, who wants it?
We got a Ruby Quartz Visor, 2-cost upgrade. How cool does that look?
That looks good.
Hero resource, exhaust this card, generate a lightning resource for your Optic Blast ability. The attack gains piercing and ranged.
Now, I've got a little hot tip, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if I wanted to say anything, but I'm going to say it.
Here we are.
Apparently, there's a lot of tough in this one. So piercing is high value.
Piercing good.
Yeah, because it has not been previously.
Right. And what can I search for here? It's a tactic upgrade. That is not this.
No, that's not a tactic. That's an item.
Upgrade. Field Commander is an upgrade, but it's not a tactic. You take the first turn in the player phase.
Wait, say that again?
You take the first turn during the player phase.
You get to be the first always? That's awesome.
When your turn is done, play proceeds in player order, starting with the first player. Do not take another turn. Each Cyclops upgrade attached to a minion loses the temporary keyword.
You're about to get into some weird play style. Also, you got to play Maria Hill now.
Maria Hillo?
I mean, it's the only reason you always go first. You can always drop Maria for the table.
Ooh, so I can play leadership? Is what you're saying?
I think so. I mean, it writes itself, doesn't it?
Well, then you can play all the allies from all different stuff. Can you just, if you see any X-Men allies, you just put them somewhere for your friend? I do love Wolverine.
Now that I get to play anything I want.
When I was a kid, they had the kid-sized Wolverine Halloween costume with like the gloves and the claws and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that so bad.
You didn't get it?
No. Maybe I'll get an adult-sized version and show up next week.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we could do the old thing where you grow out your hair to play a character during Halloween and then never cut it again.
Yeah.
And then maybe
this time I'll grow claws.
you just never take the claws off.
Yeah.
I just liked them.
Next, we do get our first upgrade tactic in exploit weakness, 1 cost. Attached to an enemy, max 1 per emperor. Enemy, 1 per emperor. Temporary. Mm-hmm. Increase the amount of damage attached to enemy takes from each attack by 1.
Oh, that's awesome. We're gonna be.
What does temporary mean?
I'm gonna take a guess.
It goes away at the end of the round?
I think so.
But if I get Field Commander out, it loses temporary.
That's it. Yeah. So
and he can search my deck to go get one.
That's a tactic that you're.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So you see how you're doing. You're the strategy guy.
Mm-hmm.
You like say that. Go kill that over there, and then
kill him.
And then
Yeah, and I go first every time, so I attach it, and then like all the stuff that everyone else is doing gets better. That's cool.
Problem with this card is it gets exponentially better. Not literally, it's linear, but as there's more players at the table, that card gets better and better.
Yeah, but also like as there's more players at the tables, like if you attach that to the main enemy, he gets more health for every player and all that kind of stuff. But I agree with you.
True.
There are definitely heroes and cards that scale better.
Yeah.
At 4 players, they're like obnoxious. Next one is Practiced Defense. Attached to an enemy, 0 cost, max 1 per enemy, temporary. Attached to an enemy gets -1 attack. Can you imagine? Give the main villain -1 attack. They take 1 extra damage every time they get hit.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's absolutely.
Ooh. We get another one. Priority target. 0 cost. Attached to an enemy, max 1 per enemy. Temporary interrupt. When attached to an enemy is defeated, the player defeated it draws 2 cards. Can you imagine?
0?
Scott Summers searches it out of my deck. I attach it to a little enemy. You punch it and you get 2 cards. The value is so high.
Great. I mean, you're trading 1 card for 2 there. Wouldn't you always?
Every day. It's not
Every
even one
time.
card because I search it out for free.
And you also, don't you get a free do 3 damage to something that has an upgrade on it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So you search it out here, you attach it, you flip over, you pay 1, you defeat it, you draw 2 cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Writes itself.
Yeah.
Next we get Full Blast. 1 cost event, only 1 copy. Hero Interrupt. When you use your Optic Blast ability, exhaust Cyclops, this attack deals 8 additional damage and gains overkill.
Do you remember, that was the first episode of that X-Men animated series, wasn't it? When these weird little mini Galactuses were attacking?
Totally.
You remember that?
Yeah,
Their big head was in there and Jubilee was
I was
involved.
going to say it's Jubilee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Who,
a deep memory.
in retrospect, has a hilarious power. The power of fireworks.
Is something beeping? Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, something's weird.
Something's weird. All right, stick with us. We're flying the plane as it's beep. RIP head. Oh, yeah. Can you mute that layer? That's what you need to do, Bryce. Hold on. Go to OBS.
We're on pause.
And then on the...
Chris and FI, thank you, Chris Hodovac. FI Zach, something to keep in mind is that with Field Commander, they only lose temporary when attached to a minion. And Mr.
Yeah,
J
it's on this
saying
one.
it's the Sentinels.
It's on this one.
They do make a beeping.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Kai saying I got censored hard.
Where's the mouse cursor? Oh my gosh, I'm ready for a studio. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine when we actually aren't tucked into this freaking broom closet?
I can, in fact, imagine.
All right, beeps should be good. I just muted it. Everything's fine. Already did it.
So-
No, Jonathan, no, that wrong. No, that's our audio. Yes, I've already muted it. I've already muted it. I've taken care of it.
Did we solve it?
Yes, it's solved now.
Well, no, my Field Commander that removes temporary only removes temporary on minions, not on the main boss.
Oh, so it'll always be temper on the main.
Yeah.
That makes it less good, of course.
It is
but-
less good. This is one of my favorite things about Cyclops. It's a little thing, but this card demonstrates it perfectly, which is Ricochet Beam. 2 cost event. Attack, deal 3 damage to an enemy, deal 3 damage to an enemy with an upgrade attached. 3 and 3. But when he would bounce his laser off stuff, it's just like Captain America with a shield. I mean,
You know, I'm finding some parallels.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know it as a kid, but
Maybe you like things bouncing. Maybe that's the only thing that connects all of these ideas.
I also was a fan of basketball.
We basically
It
solved it.
bounces. But really, though, like, being able to, like, pass between someone's legs or whatever, you know, and the angles on that and get in at the right spot.
Isn't that funny? What if we put together this whole thesis about like, it's a representation of your inner psychology, the monologue happening. It's like he actually just liked bouncing things.
Or he liked angles and geometry, right? And be able to calculate it very
It's real
quickly.
Euclidean.
They both have that skill. I mean, sometimes when Cap or Scott bounce that beam or shield off something,
Oh yeah.
it's insanity, and they don't hurt their friends. It's just like, hits the bad guy in the head, and the shield comes back to him somehow. Magic.
Has it ever happened that Cap's shield has ricocheted Cyclops' beam?
Surely.
Surely, right?
I need to see that
like
episode.
throw the shield, hit it with the beam, shield goes over
While the
here,
shield's
hits
in motion?
somebody. Oh, come on.
Man, and it moves. Oh, yeah. It's a dream. If anyone has that comic or episode, please post in the comments. I need to examine this content. All right, last signature card. 3 Tactical Brilliance. This guy looks just like me. Look at him.
Yeah, exactly. I can see why you like him so much.
Yeah. Anyways, hero action. Thor, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Choose attack that card in your discard pile. Add it to your hand. Good value. Pay 2. Remove 3. Get a card back.
Mm-hmm. So let's say, let's do the math on this though. See, right? We can do the Netrunner math. Now the thing is, resources are cheaper than they used to be. So like 1 card used to be 1 resource, but now I would say 1 card is maybe 1.5 because you've got all the doubles. Mm-hmm. You've got, so like it's not quite the same, but if you're paying 3 cards here to remove 3 threat and then get a card back. So it's a net 2 cards for 3 threat and a tutor of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. 2 for 3 is kind of the baseline of the game, right? We established that really early.
But if that gets me the tactic back that I attach and do a damage and then draw 2 cards, you can see, like getting the one that draws 2 cards back over and over again is why we're here.
And getting things over and over again is kind of like bouncing a ball.
That's right.
I'm telling you.
Recursion. Here's how it works. All right. Hey, do you know there's an angel neutral ally over
I
here?
did, and I'm playing it.
Oh, he gone.
Now, if you have ever said to yourself, there's a Marvel Champions card that looks like Steven, it's got to be Angel, right?
Unquestionably.
It's got to be Angel.
Right?
I mean, is this doing it for you? Does that look like the card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I mean, it's basically a photo.
Same exact jawline.
Basically a photo. Body's largely the same.
Biceps are basically the same size.
Yeah. He's
Hey,
a little
let me
more
tell you
shaven
something.
than I am on the face there.
I appreciate what they've done here.
What's that?
We get a new copy of Strength, Genius, and Energy, except for they look different for the first time.
They look like these? Yeah, they do.
I like that.
Oh,
if you're
it's-
going to keep giving me the same card, at least change the art.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, this looks great.
It's like Fab. We have the 82nd iteration of Fandom Spring Tunic. It's the same art, though.
Yeah.
Just different borders.
They should change the art.
Yeah, agreed. All right, I need some help. Here's what I need. You're on aggression, right?
I'm on aggression now. I can build my deck right now and show you what it's up to.
Yeah.
Let me go through Colossus real quick. Real quick. Nothing's real quick. If you're expecting real quick on this stream, you're just sorely mistaken. I've given up. You know, about once every 100 comments, it's like, I wish you would get to the point or whatever. And it's like, you missed the point.
Yeah, the point is right here.
The point was never...
Reveling in these new characters
That's
that we
right.
love.
It was in front of us all along. The point was to dance. You know?
DOAG saying that there's apparently a lot of new X-Men or reprints with new X-Men art on them.
Oh, that's in fact, I did see more of those. Like toe to toe. Look at that. Way better. Way better.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Yeah. That's that fateful scene when Wolverine dies.
Do you remember? Is it?
No.
I was gonna say I don't think that happened.
And if he did, he'd come back. He'd
have you seen the
regenerate.
movie
Put him in a tank.
Logan?
No.
You would love it.
Is it about Wolverine?
Yes.
Or is it about that steakhouse?
Yes.
You know, Shannon worked there for like 3 months.
At Logan's Steakhouse?
Yeah, she had to do like the dance.
It's a shame I wasn't around.
I think
for
they
this.
were doing a dance at the time, like
like
every
a birthday
every
dance
hour.
or something. Really?
It was a line dance kind of vibe.
I'm gonna be real honest. I get it, but like when you go to like Texas Roadhouse and it's like, it's your birthday, get on the saddle.
Yeah.
Don't like that at all.
No, yeah, well,
Anyways, you remember all these memories coming back. The Danger Room.
yes. Where they
Like,
trained and they had a
yeah.
little like.
Look at this thing. I get the Danger Room. I don't know what it does yet, but we're excited about it.
Do you want to see what Colossus does?
I do. And while we're seeing that, if you have a link to a leadership Cyclops deck, or technically you're doing aggression.
Yeah, and we could do double aggression and just rush it down.
I don't know. Anything essentially with Cyclops is not aggression. I guess they can't link it in chat, can they? It's got to be
You can
Discord.
send it to the Discord, yeah.
Head to the Discord.
You can also do a search on CDB. Okay, so let's look at Piotr Rasputin.
Peter?
Yeah, Peter. I did not know he was a painter. I'm not deep enough into the lore. Pretty cool. Anyway, set up, search your copy, search your deck for organic steel. So check organic steel out. This is insane. How good this is. Where did I just put the? Oh, there they are.
What is inorganics?
Inorganic steel is all steel. Is inorganic. It's not alive, but his steel is alive. You ready? Look at that art. First of all, just appreciate that.
Yeah, I like the little like shoulder flares he's got there. What do you call these?
Yeah.
He's like
Little wings, shoulder wings.
Shoulder wings.
So you get 2 counters on it. After a tough status is discarded, exhaust, remove a steel counter, give a tough.
Okay.
So basically, you can use the tough token, get it back twice. Whether that's because you got attacked or whether that's
he goes
using
to
it
get
for an
that?
ability. Yeah, so you start with it in your hand. And then, after you change form, you shuffle a Colossus card from discard into deck. So you can probably just keep throwing these organic steels in. But then a solid stat line, a 1/2/2 on Colossus, the actual hero, can have 1 additional tough status card, and then has the steel skin ability, which is why you're here. After you change to this form, get a tough status card.
Wow.
So you typically, I think, are going to want to be flipping quite a bit, you know, to get free toughs, and then to keep shuffling things back in. So bottom of the deck should get really, really spicy. Also, 122 has some things that are notable. I would say first we look at what's the ultimate version of this hero. And the answer is Iron Will, +1 thwart. After a tough is discarded from Colossus, draw a card. So we want that out. So he's now thwarting for 2. We also have Titanium Muscles. He goes to 3 attack with that on. Exhaust, generate a fist resource for each tough status card on Colossus.
So it could be 2.
So this is like tap for 2 money every time if you're doing it right.
And +1 attack. Static.
Unreal.
The value is real.
Unreal. Then we've got Piotr's Studio. Alter Ego, exhaust, discard cards until you discard a Colossus card and then add it.
Okay, we've
Because
seen that kind
as
of
we know, all of the Colossus cards will be the best cards in the deck for sure. We've already seen the Organic Steals. We've got some Made of Rage. Make a basic attack, discard a tough, get +6 and overkill.
Ooh.
We got 3 Steel Fist. Deal 5 to an enemy, discard a tough, stun and confuse the enemy. Incredible.
So tough is your alternate economy.
That's my alternate currency. Bulletproof Protector. Discard a tough and then choose get 2 tough status cards or ready your hero. So you can cash 1 in for 2 or you can just ready. And then finally you got Armor Up. When the villain activates, change to hero form. Immediately getting a tough status card.
That's pretty good. Especially because you can pop down.
Yeah.
Do your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's back to the good. Yeah.
Pop down, get your 6 cards, notably, and then go up because your hand size is 4. We've seen that before in old Hulkaroo.
And he's 14 health, so he's like Hulk, but better.
He's like a new version of Hulk, yes, but actually playable, hopefully. And steel colored instead of green.
Oh, steel colored, my favorite.
Basically, where the differences begin and end. If you ask me.
All right. So you're excited about him?
Yeah, I'm super excited about him. It looks great. The thing about this though is that with Titanium Muscles, it made me want to have cards that cost 2 or more in my deck only, because I can't generate 2 resources and hold 1 and pay for 1. So like I need things that cost 2 or more to get the max value out of this card. So I kind of went that direction. It may really hose me in the end, but also if you have a lot of 3 costs in your deck, we're back to the Thor Weaver swinging math. Where like if I have a 4-card hand, I spend 3 of those cards to play the 1/3 cost. A lot of times that's my best turn. So Colossus is kind of in the Weaver swinging situation. Yeah.
I'm gonna open this. He seems awesome.
I'm going to go pull up my deck list that I made.
I'm going to open this Phoenix pack to get out any X-Men allies.
Oh yeah, thank you. I called it Covenant Colossus V0.3. I don't think it's published yet, and it's not worth publishing really. So just don't. But you know what it has in it, Zach? Guess what ally it has.
What ally it has?
It's an aggression deck. What ally is in this deck?
Bug.
It in fact has Hulk.
I was gonna say the Blade.
It's
you have
got
all
Hulk.
those physical resources. Of
I
course,
know.
you got Hulk.
I know.
Greatest value in the game. If you don't believe me, what stream was that? What were we doing?
I don't know. We should just title it like to all the Hulk haters.
Steven and Zach were right.
Steven and Zach. Yeah. Well, we could call it. Just label all the streams out. We'll do a series.
Brombe linking to 2 different Cyclops decks. You ready for these? These are the titles. There's one called Cyclops Perfected.
Okay. Well, that seems kind of boring if it's already perfected.
And on brand with what we were just talking about, there's one called Cyclops Was Right.
Interesting.
So let's just click that one and see what we're working with.
Oh, and I've also got the Shadowcat ally, which I'll be playing, of course. I have no choice. Ignores guard and patrol keywords in any crisis. That's a cool ally as well. I mean, it's cool, but it's not like super cool. It's fine.
Well, the description of this Cyclops is right. This deck is by Lepric. I'm going to look at the other one, but it says the core idea is to stay in Scott Summers as much as possible, switching only to defend and help with final pushes. The alter ego actions of Cerebro, Danger Room, and X Mansion are critical to keeping the X allies in the game. Cyclops steps out only as necessary.
Yeah, you know, it's a hero of restraint. Just like your beam discipline.
But I would like to play the version where he's unrestrained. Yeah, see, it's already got this
Darth Vader in there.
It's got this image, you see?
Yeah.
It's clear.
Which, honestly, from a distance, looks like a lightsaber. I'm seeing some parallels.
Looks like a red lightsaber.
Red lightsaber. Uncontrolled emotions.
This one is by Miguel Cantillo. saying the deck was tested in expert mode during the Mutant Genesis campaign. I'm excited to be able to share it as it is, in my view, pretty censored, darn good, or pretty darn round, boosting his ability. I think this is coming
Was
from
it a hip hop song?
I don't know. To play a high number of allies and the only reasonable option beyond the Cyclops leadership preset deck. Let me keep reading.
Let's take a quick timeout to talk to Charlie Peterson. Happy Monday. I'm glad to say I got my playmat pre-orders in. I can't wait.
Bow, 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 bow.
Charlie, hold on, I'll go get it. That spurs me. I need to mention that. I'll grab it. I got a version over here at least. It's not the version. It's a version though.
Now this is Cyclops protection, which I'm not necessarily
Look at me,
motivated
I'm in
by.
the bokeh space. Wow, I disappear into the...
You're doing. It also makes me look gigantic. Like look at the size of you compared to me. In that bottom shot is very funny.
We're selling this, a form of it at least. This is not the final. There's some changes. This one didn't have the...
You run that.
Hold on, I got the other one.
That neoprene test.
Yeah,
Folding it up.
it looks pretty good so far.
Now there's a third version, and I always said third time's the charm. This one's called Dreams Don't Die by Maggie Doladine.
Another version. It's a version of the mat like we use here on the stream, but it's a little better in a great number of ways.
Chris Gilbert, what are the dimensions, Steven?
36 inches by 36 inches, or as close as the printer can guarantee those.
Can you guys
look
hear Steven?
huge.
That's what I was saying. Your little head looks tiny compared to me.
No, wait. Yeah, it's 36 by 36.
PMK, how much is it? Because I love a large game mat.
It's $50.
$50. Now, this is important to say. This one, we're turning this off later today.
Yeah, we're turning
So
off
there's a pre-order
immediately.
window. Once it's done, it's done. So if you want this one in particular now, if you're watching this live, is the time. Jared says yes, he can hear you.
Last chance. It's going down today.
This is
Place
it.
the order. These have been really successful for us, so thank you guys. for-
Yeah,
for
truly
picking them
amazing.
up. I honestly, I went going in saying I think we might sell 5 of these.
And you were wrong.
We sold more than 5 for sure.
Mission accomplished.
They're a profitable item for the old covenant.
Chris Gilbert, UK shipping. Yeah, it's not gonna be cheap.
Yeah.
Not domestic like on some of the stuff we're
We
doing.
could never do that. I mean, not the pre-order stuff.
Never
Unless we
say-
had a UK printer, I guess.
Never say never. We could be big in the UK someday.
Well, we have to find a UK printer. I'm not going to print them and then ship them and then sell them for domestic. Like that's just not reasonable. Anyway, dog and
All
pony
right,
show complete.
UK friends, time to hit the streets and make Stephen regret his words. Just kidding.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all gonna just hate how much we regret that.
Please. Okay, I gotta get my cards. Do you have the cards available to
John M.
use?
saying sold, just pre-ordered one.
Beautiful.
Well, boom. Steven's marketing minute works.
Stream is already worth it.
Yeah.
It's paid for the stream already.
Also, seriously, everyone out there subscribed to Marvel Champions for the past several years, and buying our tokens,
It's steady
and
as a rock.
buying our mats and whatnot. Couldn't do any of this without you. So really, thank you for being a part of it. Yes, I have everything, but I'm still trying to figure out my life. You see.
Well, we look at this chaos on the board.
Yeah, I'm getting there. That's here.
I mean, it's mainly mine.
This is here. These are the new cards. This is for me.
This is the new stuff.
I need a deck list. You see.
Also, somebody said earlier, Hulk probably bad for Colossus.
Can't be true.
No, it is true. It's 100% true. Because if you flip that lightning bolt, you lose a tough.
Don't play lightning bolts.
Well, I have signature cards, dude.
How many lightning bolts are in there?
It will hit a lightning bolt every single time.
I'm just curious how many lightning bolts are in there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 out of 40? It's not even a 10% chance. It's exactly 10%.
Yeah, I know. And then you got to play ready to rumble. Yeah, this is that. Yeah, we're not playing Hulk. Okay, Hulk's cut.
Oh, wow,
Cut, he's
man,
not-
I was
yeah.
so.
11% chance.
It's right. It's over.
Hey, does this protection Cyclops deck actually play a Cyclops? Am I gonna have to play this "Don't Leave Scott" mode? Sitting back in the headquarters, pointing.
Hey, man, that's all of X-Men, isn't it? Just him sitting back pointing.
What up, John the Bard? Uh-oh. Late Night Gaming. Amarthus, sharing a link. Let's see what this one's called. This one is cleverly called Cyclops. You know what? This is straight from the stream. I don't know what it does. We're playing it. It's leadership.
You're going for it. Okay.
Yeah, I want to say a huge shout out. Thank you, Brombe84 in Discord for sharing the links as well. But Late Night Gaming, that is who my deck is brought to you by.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Let's build your deck first. How can I help thee?
John the Bard, glad to see us back on stream. Glad to be here, John. Cracking 200 viewers right now. It feels good. We got some momentum.
That's like more people than went to high school with us.
It is. Yep. And I would bet that most of them are higher quality.
I would bet that all of them.
So not true. I had a strong actual group of friends that did a lot of different things and went a lot of different directions in life, and I haven't talked to them since.
Not all of them.
Literally.
Nah. I ran into some of them.
Who have I talked to recently, or at all?
Ever? Well, who was your favorite person?
Ashley. I've seen Ashley a few times.
Oh, my theory has already been proven.
Yeah, but then aside from that, man.
I see.
Ashley Green.
There was this.
Eric's went a separate way. Apparently, Chris is a doctor in Arkansas. Genuine doctor. Eric
Chris?
Morrison, a doctor as well, right?
I know Eric was a doctor. I ran into him a year or two ago. See, I ran into him. Well, I see Candace all the time.
Yeah, well, Candace is obviously the exception.
Well, I'm just saying.
She's married to our employee of ours.
I see
count.
at least two of the hooligans I went to school with all the time, which is you and Jonathan.
Were you in Ashley Irons group?
Yeah.
Vaguely. That is another person who's dropped off the face of the planet for me.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Okay, what I need from you, are you ready? Yeah, are you ready for this task?
No, we're in what aspect? Aggression?
Can you give me some drop kicks?
Hold on. Yeah.
Some limitless stamina? What does that do?
I'm going to guess it gives you resources.
Oh, it's so good.
Health.
This is one of the Save Hulk cards.
I don't want that.
It's neutral.
Save Hulk cards.
Yeah. It's like only if you have 14 hit points can you play this. And then you just play it with the other better heroes. You know what, though? You know, I will be honest.
Are we too harsh on Hulk?
What that Hulk hero needed was steady. Would really change the game for him.
You have to be, like, stunned twice?
Yeah, so he got that card in the sense of unshakable. Play only if you have 14, your identity gains steady.
It just wasn't printed on the card.
Well, it just immediately solves the problem, doesn't it? All of Hulk's problems are the fact that he would get stunned or confused sometimes. Had nothing to do with the fact that he's a 4-hand size or his alter ego doesn't do anything, with the fact that his signature cards are all basically below the curve. It had nothing to do with all that. It was steady was the problem.
Yeah. So we can put a card in our deck that fixes that problem.
Right.
But we only get 4 cards a turn, so I hope you see it. And then when you do see it, that's why you're doing for the turn. All right, hey, but really though, love Hulk, love the design, love the space that was being explored.
3 drop kicks.
Drop kick. Well, this will be so quick because these cards are so organized. We're back. We're back.
Do you have stuff that wants attachments on things? Right?
My hero.
Oh, yeah. I'll run these for you then, man.
Strictly.
I'll run Gatekeeper for you.
There's a lot of cards in here I've never seen.
We play the hits. We can't get shaken out of our old ways.
What was the card I'm looking for? Dropkick?
Dropkick, yeah.
Been a while since I heard
It
it.
has a Hulk drop kicking on it. You can also find Into the Fray if you're there. You get confused if you have too many.
There's one in the fray. How many need?
I need 2 or 3. I mean, you may as well pull 3 if you find them. Yeah. Do we need a second pass?
No. We're not done yet.
Oh, here's Power of Aggression. I need those.
Great.
There's 1. I guess I'll leave
Into
it
the
in
fray. You want
sleeve.
3?
Yeah, we'll just drop them in there. Yeah.
I bought some new sleeves.
Drop kick still.
Yeah, that was the card I was looking
drop
for.
Kick. Combat training I do need. You can always run bug, right?
Drop kick.
Put a bug in there.
I always thought Hulk was the one getting kicked here, but he's doing the kicking.
He's doing the kicking, yeah.
What else? What are some other cards you might need?
Combat training I have Godslayer, Martial Prowess.
I saw that earlier. It's in there.
Okay. Great. Yeah, Godslayer, Martial Prowess. I was thinking about running toe-to-toe, where you have an enemy attack you and deal 5 to it, because I've got tough, right? But then I thought, A tough token is worth more to Colossus than soaking a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
then I didn't do it. And I looked at Press the Advantage, and I don't think this card is any good anymore. If they're Sound or Confused, deal 2 and then draw a card. It's paying 1 card for 2 damage, though.
Yeah.
No matter how you slice it. Not exactly what I'm looking to do.
Not lighting the world on fire.
Just get Martial Prowess, Godslayer into the fray. We have Power of Aggression. We need 1 more Power of Aggression. Oh, here it is. We need
Right where I left it.
we need Godslayer. Oh, wait, you said that's in
That's
here?
definitely in that stack, yeah.
I thought about No Quarter here for a second as well. It's still a deck. It's in motion. Oh, 1x1's pretty good. I didn't see that when I was deck building. I'm just building it live, man.
We'll do it live.
There's Martial Prowess. Is that what you were looking for?
No.
There's Godslayer. Boom,
That's
boom,
what
boom.
That's all the aggression cards you need?
I think so. Yeah.
That's all the red cards?
Yeah, that's
on
all
your
the
list?
ones in here. Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
Why
easy.
spend time organizing when you can spend time playing? You know? My man. That was easy. That wasn't even challenging.
Oh, so funny. Okay, now I actually have... Oh, I need the neutrals as well.
Yeah. I knew that was coming. Are you playing aggressive energy?
I was thinking about playing Recuperation.
Is this neutral?
It's neutral. So what do you think about this? Neutral 2 cost. Heal damage from your alter ego equal to your recovery. Would you pay 2 to heal 4?
No.
Okay, let's cut it. It's gone.
You can pay 1 to gain 3
I put
life.
it in there just to have that conversation and make sure that I was still right in not wanting to have it in there.
Dude, look at this old school art on Game Time.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that Wolverine.
Yeah, that is.
Isn't that funny? Look at
Wolverine's kind of
Cyclops
got a
over
Guy
there.
Fieri thing going on.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on.
Welcome
it's
to
like he put
Clawtown.
his claw in an electric socket. Oh, man, got me. You know it's true, though. Is this Storm Ally any good? 5 cost? Whew.
It better be.
She looks less serious than I expected her to look.
For 5 cost, she better be real serious.
Dude, look at this downtime art. I might play it just because it's hilarious.
That's excellent.
It's not only Cyclops, but there's a bouncing ball
And is
off
that-
of that bat.
That's Colossus, right?
Definitely.
So we should play that, each of us.
They're hanging out.
We should play tell the story.
Okay, what else you need?
Oh wait, I haven't told you anything I need. I need Limitless Stamina.
Sorry, neutral?
Limitless Stamina.
I ran into this card
Neutral.
called Soul Sisters. It's a team up for Phoenix and Storm.
Ooh.
We don't have Storm. We have the Ally, but we don't have the Storm.
Yeah.
1 cost action, ready Phoenix and Storm. Heal 2 damage from each.
Oh. You talk about recuperation.
Sorry, what do you need?
I need Limitless Stamina. I can write it in a notebook for you if you want.
Isn't it amazing that we get to be here?
Yeah.
This is a miracle.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. All right, sorry. Limitless Stamina. What other neutrals might you need?
I need a Helicarrier and an X-Jet and a Deft Focus and an Unshakable.
Okay. You said enhanced reflexes?
I said...
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Do you need Avengers Mansion?
Did I say it?
I don't think so.
Do you need it? Do you want it? You're going to be sitting at home all the
Don't know
time. You
yet.
may as well play the mansion.
You did say Helicarrier.
I did.
You... What is this card? The Champions Mobile Bunker? I've never even seen that.
No, what is that?
And there's Moon Girl? I'm telling you, there's cards in here I have no idea.
Yeah, it's been a little while
Vivian? She looks cool.
since we Marvel Monday'd. Brad Cox has got my back there. If you need a reference, just read Brad Cox's chat. He needs Limitless Stamina.
Noted.
Also, the X-Jet, I don't know where that is. Probably in one of these packs.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get to that in a second.
Deft Focus.
Yep.
Unshakable.
There's Death Focus. How many copies?
1. Multiplayer.
Put that right back where.
Yeah, where you found it, right in this perfect order.
Alright, and then.
Limitless stamina. Unshakable.
You're not running, Dum Dum Duggan. Come on, what is this?
I didn't even know that was a card, man.
There's godlike stamina. We're getting closer.
That is close. Technically, godlike would be limitless, right? I suppose it's godlike.
I mean, it depends on the kind of god you're talking about, I guess.
Yeah. My god has limitless stamina. That's one of the defining characteristics. Omniscient. Loving.
Omni-loving.
Yeah.
All loving?
All loving. Love diffuses through all things. And also limitless stamina.
There's the three.
Those three things are the only things worth having.
But do they have an enhanced physique?
Oh my gosh.
We're never making it.
What is happening?
Yeah,
Hey.
that card's not in here.
Oh, maybe it's in the new packs. We're thinking about, everybody, we're thinking about, well, we're definitely working towards it. So we're going to chop these streams up.
What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked. We're going to break them down into smaller segments after the fact and post them as videos to YouTube, I think. Bryce and I have been talking about this.
What would that look like?
John.
We're going to post them to Facebook, actually.
Yeah, just
Where
Facebook.
Where they can get viewed more.
Only Facebook is where we'll post those videos. So you got to go over to Facebook and follow us.
It feels like you guys are being sarcastic.
We're definitely not only posting them to Facebook, but we are going to take the feed, the full thing, and we're going to clip and intro, outro, and re-upload. This video might be 5 to 6 videos after the fact, so that people who are interested in normal things can watch the game being played, and people who are interested in absolute madness can watch the full live stream.
So basically, you clip the first part where we're just yakking about X-Men stuff. and
I
heroes
take
everywhere.
that and I throw it in the garbage. And then we go to the gameplay, which is what the internet wants, and then we play that. And then I take the end where we talk again, and I put that in the garbage as well. And so at the end of it, we have gameplay videos of Mutant Genesis.
The full live stream still stays around.
Yeah, I know. And then if we talk about anything interesting in the beginning or the end, we can clip that, have a little brand for it. I think here's the idea. Let me see. I'll send this across the bow, see if it floats. You have the opening segment maybe called Setup.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening here. We're setting up the game.
You didn't like my pregame, postgame show name?
I mean, it is pregame, postgame, but that's not as. Whenever I say, "Hey, grab that box of Sodas of Catan and let's get a pregame going on,"
Welcome to the pregame show. Writes itself.
we could get on ESPN with that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Why don't we convince ESPN to do an hour on tabletop, competitive tabletop every week, hosted by Steven and Zach? And we'll touch base with all the top competitive players of games like Marvel Champions, Ashes,
Espen, can we have the
Arkham.
top 5 plays of the week?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then
Frank withdrawn.
my favorite is the come on man section.
Yeah.
You got your tunic counter. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
How many limitless stamina?
3.
I found them. So because they were in the spider pack that I have yet to even open until just now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's
Great.
next?
Unshakable.
No, they're right here. How many?
1.
Okay.
See, you're fixing Hulk with that card. That's why it's Hulk on there. I think that's it. Helicarrier, Unshakable, Deft Focus. And see, then we could clip the past 20 minutes out, and we could title that, and this is for SEO reasons, right? We title it, Searching for Cards with Your Friend, What It's Really Like. And then we put our faces up there, like all goofy and weird.
Yeah.
And then it's a 20-minute video of just this, and then there's an outro.
Yeah. I meant to ask you, all these clipped up videos, when did they go up? Randomly and on days where we're not streaming?
Day after, 2 day after. No, it'll be like, it's kind of like how with like late night shows, they're clipped and posted at like a day after. So the live viewers can enjoy the live experience, but then we need stuff that's going to do more work after the fact, because like YouTube's not going to serve anybody a 4-hour live stream. Just
That's where, like,
not going to happen.
If you had 3 or 4 clips per stream, we have 4 streams a week right now, but then you have like 12 to 15 other videos that get posted.
16 videos a week.
That's what YouTube wants.
We're making more content than ever. Yeah. And then we'll
and it's useful. That's the main thing. It's helpful.
It's useful
for people that don't want to hear this.
It's sessionable. Like right now, I could do a 10-minute video on the Colossus deck I just built once I get these cards, and then we could clip that and title it "How to Build the Best Colossus Deck in Marvel Champions."
It's like when you were going down your Kasai train for Fab this summer.
Yeah.
It's like if I could just have a playlist of all the like Viscera videos, if I wanted to plug into that hero, and just be like, all right, 30 minutes back-to-back games, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Not caring about who the hooligans are that are playing it.
You're right.
Or like a 10-minute clip of what traits your gods need to have.
Exactly.
Limitless stamina.
That's right. Does your god have limitless stamina?
Easy.
Exclamation point, question mark.
Easy. Here's the question. What is...
You put butter on popcorn? I was thinking...
Pretty good, yeah.
Phil, I was thinking Helicarrier and X-Jet. Can I have both of those?
Well, let me find this X-Jet.
Now, you could run the X-Jet too.
Is it unique?
To be totally reasonable. Yeah, it's got the little North Star thing on it. Does that mean it's unique, right? But I think I can have one and you can have one. Is that true? Is that not how uniques work?
I don't... Like, unique heroes don't work that way. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, but yeah, because if I have Colossus, you can't play the ally.
Like right? X-Mansion, right?
There can only be one on the table, I think? Because, like, if I play Magic, you can't play Magic, right? You see David Blaine's making a comeback?
Really?
Yeah, he's, like, going on, like, a media tour right now.
Where is the X-Jet? Is it in that stack of cards you have over there?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's only one of them, so I guess that makes that decision easy.
Well, you know, let's see what it is.
You'll love Professor X also.
I like him as a character. You know who actually, in time, even as a kid, this is one of my favorite X-Men characters as an adult. Magneto.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I do think you inevitably come around on Magneto as you get older.
Yeah. He had a point.
Yeah, you realize that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Iron Man did not. So you can run the X-Jet. I don't really care.
Well, you're going to need money makers too, so don't
read what it says.
Sell yourself short.
You know why I have to have the X-Jet?
Why is that?
If I play that card where I always go first, this says generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has the X-Men trait.
We can fight for it every time to perfection.
I guess it's not a hero ability. I was going to say if you had it and you were in hero mode, you couldn't give it to me and I needed a resource. It's a pain, but if I'm going first, I make the decision, but that doesn't apply.
Why don't you? But you feel like you should have the X-Jet. You're Cyclops.
Well, I can just run 3 Quinjets.
When's the last time?
We finally back around to the jet meta. The Jetta.
The Volkswagen Jet meta.
Oh, man. Brad's saying, if you guys do cuts and stuff, please allow the option to watch all the stream. It's a great experience. So
yeah, we'll do that.
That'll still be around.
We'll leave the stream up.
And we can just title it as such, right? It's like this.
Yeah, it'll be like live and wild number 852.
Yeah. And
Marvel Champions and mostly other things.
Always do it. But for people that don't, I know a ton of people that can't watch a 4-hour video ever. And so if they actually just want to engage with us playing a scenario or something, an hour-long video of just that happening is obviously more useful. And if you don't care about the game, but you want to hear about the X-Men talk or the random whatever's going on Covenant/industry talk, that can be its own brick as well.
And as much Fab as we play, it's impossible to go find like a chain video.
Yeah, impossible. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. Okay, I am here. I have 15 signature cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, we've already failed. 15 Shadowcat. And then for my conditions, upgrades, etc. These are great. Helicarrier has a physical resource, reduces the cost of things. Everything in the deck so far is 3 or 2, aside from this one cost unshakable, obviously. So that should be fine. I can reduce to 2, and then I can flip and pay. So that works there. One,
Just
two,
sure,
three,
the extra
four,
is not
five.
on my deck list that someone provided.
Okay, I'll put it in there. I'll have both of them, see which one works. There's 20. There's 21. We're going to 40, right? Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 6, 27. So these cards are incredible. Limitless Stamina, you always have to play this if you have a big hero. Ready your hero for 1.
It's so good.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why did I do it like that? 6.
Polaris looks like a mix between Scarlet Witch and Hela.
You know, Polaris is the North Star. Not that character specifically, but...
Clearly.
Okay, so we have 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, ready to rumble. Too good. Wait a minute. I don't need 3 of those. Oh, you discard it. Understood. After you change form, discard ready. Why do I have this in here? Did I put this in here?
Have you happened upon the
No.
Angel Ally?
No, I don't. This is not a card I have in my
You
deck.
had him earlier, right?
Yeah. Do you want it?
He's neutral? Is he in your deck?
He's in this pile of cards. What does he say?
Reduce cost by Angel by 1 if your identity has a mutant or X-Men trait.
Well, that's good for everybody. I'll take my Angel. I'm also going to play Into the Fray.
Let's see what Professor X does.
Big ol' 3 costs there. Deal 6 to a minion for each excess. Remove a threat. That's some good threat reduction there.
Professor X is kind of like Nick Fury. Have you seen what he does? When he comes into play, you can confuse a villain, stun a minion, or ready an X-Man. At the end of the round, if you still don't play, discard him.
Nice.
Comes in towards 3, does one of those things. See you later, blocks.
Yeah. So it'd feel really weird blocking with Professor X.
He stalls people all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Do you need Wolverine? Here, I'm taking Angel back.
His
right?
brain.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you need those, or is there a? Do you have some kind of synergy you're working towards?
Wow. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just grabbing the cards that someone sent me.
You can have Angel. Here. I get Wolverine.
Okay.
No, I don't want Wolverine. I want Angel. Here, you get Wolverine, I'll get Angel. Yeah.
We'll do it.
I'll get Angel and Bug. Angel, Bug, Shadowcat. Easy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Effective leadership.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Band
5.
together.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Deaf Focus is 20.
I wish that copyrighted music was usable in things that don't make us money.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Martial Prowess, combat training, we've got all of that. Martial Prowess, combat training, yes. And then we need 5 more cards. And it's not recuperation. Oh, Energy Gene of Strength, obviously.
You have the X-Men version. Here you go.
Yeah. So now we need 2 more cards. Did I play the X-Jet? I do have the X-Jet in there.
The what? Band together.
Okay, and then 2, I need 2 things. I think I'll do a little gatekeeper for you. Step by step. Yeah, let's do that.
Cerebro.
2 damage to an enemy. If it defeats an enemy, 2 damage to an enemy. I mean, 1 by 1 is good.
Danger room.
For each point of excess, discard it. Yeah, no quarter's not good here.
Honestly, it's like I knew it, but I didn't. Cerebro is the room where Professor X does his thing.
What? Yeah?
You know where he goes and he can like connect to any brain on the planet.
Yes. I'm playing 2 1 by 1s. That's 1 for 4. We love it. Okay, I have a deck. Oof.
We've almost made it to the table. I'm getting close. Hold on. I got new sleeves for you too.
Ooh, and I get Juggernaut as my nemesis. I love Juggernaut. I love Sabretooth. I love that Toad guy. I love all that weird team that they fight against so often.
Well, I feel like outside of Magneto, there's a handful, but a lot of the X-Men villains are like tier B villains.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a high cost curve.
There it is.
We've got a decent amount of zeros in Cyclops' kit. We're going to generate 2 resources a turn with that card that I'm going to draw in the opening hand every time.
Clearly.
And I'm going to sleeve this on up.
Regroup.
$40 on the nose. That's the way you're supposed to play them. Obligation, villain. The rest is yours. I'm going to go ahead and just sleeve my deck in the usual.
Yes, it's fine.
The usual. All right, so what's wrong with this deck? Somebody tell me what's going to go wrong, because I think there are some things that will. Tell me what you see. What are the non-synergies? What are the problems? How might we change it for scenario 2 to make it better? Or is the pure genius of the player sufficient to make any deck perfect? Jim Van Fleet says, this scenario may affect your sentiments regarding Mystique. So be ready for that. Okay, so bring it.
Did you take the expansion?
What?
Did you take the expansion?
No, the X-Jet.
I have the expansion.
Yeah. Well, tell me honestly out there. Here, we'll have an intimate conversation, in fact, while Zach's doing his. I think you guys can hear me. Yeah. Looks like. Yeah, it was working. Okay, so is Jubilee actually... Does Jubilee do anything? In the X-Men show, do you remember this? In the X-Men show, I feel like Jubilee was always just doing fireworks, and everybody else was like doing stuff that was moving the win condition forward, if you will. But I remember the actual sensation of, I was like, why is Jubilee not effective? I mean, Rogue is literally stealing people's psyches. Wolverine is slashing, Cyclops is blasting. Does Jubilee ever give me the why Jubilee is cool? I would love to hear it.
Celebrate.
Oh, is she just like Gandalf at the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, but Gandalf has a lot of value later.
Well, Jubilee can impress hobbits, so that's not nothing.
What am I missing?
I guess, is she even a superhero, or she just had like Roman candles in her sleeves the whole time?
Yeah, it does feel like I could have pretty easily done what made her X. You know? Like, I could probably just, like, sneakily shoot fireworks and kind of be on the same page.
Like Mysterio could have figured that out?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, look. An illusion. All right, let's walk it back.
Brombe, I'm glad that the impression was there. It said, haha, yeah, I'm watching the animated series again, and she does not seem to do much. Dylan K said, yes, she ends up becoming a vampire in the comics.
Nice.
Jubilee is a very celebratory vampire.
Party vampire.
I drink blood. John M. also said she got kidnapped a lot in the cartoon.
A useful role.
Jared Kelsey says Jubilee is just not a fighter, she just creates distractions. We have Kudasha says Jubilee's powers manifest and become way more powerful as she matures. So that's cool. Chris Douche saying the same thing. Jubilee grows a lot over the years. Like so many of the Teenage X-Men, she was weak at first, but grows in power over time. That actually makes a ton of sense.
What does she eventually do? Asking for.
She's probably more like Kamehameha, like Spirit Bomb, right? You would think. Don't know. I do like the idea of a hero who's just about distracting, though. That's like the illusionist. You know, it's just like,
Pay attention to me.
Apparently she's super powerful.
Well, I'm glad that she eventually got it.
This is true, too. So she could push over and move Juggernaut when she was a young, untrained hero. I don't remember that in the series, but I believe it. Have you built a deck yet?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been working on this for 1,000 years. Deck building on stream, man. It always goes the same way.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
It's always just crazy. Because, you know, nobody can have a good idea in the span of 5 minutes while they're trying to entertain a bunch of people.
Broad definition.
I said trying.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those clear sleeves?
Like this?
Like for flipping?
Mm.
Oh, wait, I do.
You have an extra?
I may have had a old Steve Beat the Game rainbow, but I don't.
You got an extra?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Asking for a friend?
I have the one.
The one ring?
It's for me. Look at this little sleeve. Isn't it nice, though, to just have a little receptacle for all these just sleeves you don't have an actual home for? Nothing there. How about in here?
Who's the first villain?
Sabretooth.
Checks out. But no Wolverine.
Sabretooth.
I guess I have Wolverine.
And, there's a modular.
10-second spoiler.
Oh, Brent's saying Steve changed to play D-game instead of beat D-game.
He is getting closer to enlightenment.
Full realization.
Yeah.
Pretty soon he'll change his name to D-game.
D-game.
And then he'll change his name to Game. And then he'll change his name to just a heart emoji. And that's when we'll know.
Did you see the, I don't know her name, but it was like a big poker match that happened. And she was getting accused of cheating.
No.
Because
It's on the chess scandal, right?
No, that's also crazy. But the odds-o-meter, unnecessarily beknownst to the humans at the table, was like 53 or 54% in favor of one person who went all in. The other person, I forget her name. I think Robbie might be her name. Anyways, she calls and then ends up winning the hand. And then they like accuse her of cheating and stuff. I would be curious to get your take on it if you saw it.
Sounds like she was playing poker.
Well, that's what everyone else said.
People were talking, man.
Throw the Mystique modular in there.
Mystique modular. Okay.
It's in the box.
We'll do it.
Into
Important
my
to
deck.
remember.
Into my deck.
No.
No, the modular into the scenario. Remember how to play Marvel Champions. Important to note, it's a good time to remember that water is the source of all life. Some would argue that life could never exist without water. Obviously, that takes a small imagination, though, honestly.
I mean, our life has...
Life as we know it,
Yeah.
the kind of developed carbon style of life, but who knows? I mean, maybe we could meet rock people one day and they were made from rocks only, no water. Anyway, the fact of the matter is that we are made of water. 70% of us?
Yep.
Or is that the Earth?
Yeah.
70% of the Earth is water? Is 70% of the human body also water?
Seems about right.
That's crazy. Is it the same percentage? Are we all just tiny little Earths on a big Earth?
I mean...
We're more than that.
Maybe more.
All right, here we go.
Which is why it's a good idea to drink.
Human body.
We,
All right.
Neil deGrasse Tyson asked me.
And that's also why it's important that our sponsor, Nalgene Water Bottles, made in the USA.
This is really fun to me. I Google the percent of human body that is water. The first answer I get is, in adult men, about 60% of their bodies are water.
60%. So is there like a mild difference between various body types?
71% of Earth's surface is covered in water.
Okay. So that's pretty close.
But that's just surface area, not...
All that to say, the most important things in our lives are over half water, which is why we've worked with Nalgene Water Bottles.
to promote
To bring
their
home the
convenient
fact.
storage solutions
That's right. Can you
for
believe it?
H2O, our favorite combination of molecules.
One of the great things, it adapts to its container, which means anything can be an Nalgene water bottle. I guess I probably shouldn't say that. That will get our sponsorship revoked.
Jason said, classic. I log on just in time for the water commercial.
I'll tell you what. One of these days, let's log it. Mark me or mark us
me,
or mark something. We will be sponsored by Nalgene water bottles.
The ultimate pursuit.
It will happen.
I'll email him. We'll at least put a line in the water.
I know that somebody is watching right now that has 2 degrees of connection to somebody who has some idea of how to get Nalgene
Like
to pay
Nalgene
attention to us.
CEO.
Yeah.
If Nalgene CEO is related to you or related to someone you know, come on. What are you waiting on?
Come on.
Come on, dude. Dude, that person. Anyways, I gotta get me some sunglasses for these streams.
Yeah, Way of Kodashaw asking what were our favorite X-Men, Marvel heroes, villains, duos that we loved. We kind of covered this earlier. I was Archangel, and then secondary Colossus. You were, Cyclops. And then secondarily into...
Probably Wolverine-ish.
Wolverine.
And then later on in life, Magneto. Because he's
Magneto.
awesome.
Yeah. Favorite villain?
In X-Men?
Yeah.
I mean...
Aside from Magneto, because he kind of can go either direction.
Yeah. I actually really like Juggernaut.
Cool.
He was just always... I think in the video game, you had to fight him pretty early on.
Yeah.
And I'd lose my attention after a certain point.
He's pretty much, he delivers on its brand promise.
Mm-hmm. He is a Juggernaut. His
just
big helmet.
stomp
We have the
around.
toy.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's crack this campaign book open, man. Let's get to it. All right, let's play Marvel Champions. Hold on. Do I need to mark this? I'll mark it for you, Bryce. If that's
Clip.
helpful. I don't know.
This is where we cut. If you're just now joining, welcome. We just spent a long time getting our decks ready and talking about X-Men. If you want to watch that video, well, it's either the live stream you just watched or a separate video on the channel. We're going to be diving into the first scenario of Mutant Genesis, the X-Men Marvel Champions campaign expansion. You just got boozled.
Where's the book? Where's the campaign? But did they leave it out?
No, you
we
pulled
saw
out.
it early, didn't we?
It's under your laptop.
Wow, how did you see that?
Well, I'm playing Cyclops, so my vision has been enhanced for his lack of vision. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Omega. Kid Omega.
Mutant Genesis. The Sentinels were cool too.
Now start whispering.
Welcome to the X-Men. Hope you survive the experience. Oh, like join. I was like, what do you mean, welcome to the X-Men? Like you just joined the team.
We joined the team, but we're also playing as longtime members.
Yeah, of course. Well, maybe we're just now joining.
Omega Red?
Dude,
was
look
that
how-
a villain?
Look how cool Magneto looks.
Oh yeah,
So
it's gonna be
baller.
great. We're gonna have to fight Magneto.
Or maybe we never will. Campaign mode rules. We know how this works. Do I need to read this? Oh, this is different. If I miss anything, feel free to educate me. The X-Men are a team, and each member has a unique role. The Mutant Genesis campaign introduces a roles mechanic that represents each hero's area of expertise. The 4 roles are Brawler, Commander, Defender, and Peacekeeper.
They seem to track pretty well with the aspects.
Each of these roles represents a specialized skill set that combines the capabilities of 2 core aspects of Marvel Champions, giving players access to new effects that can either enhance their chosen aspect or augment their deck with effects that would normally not have access to. The associated aspects for each role are as follows. The Brawler is aggression plus protection. The Commander is aggression plus leadership. The Defender is justice plus protection. The Peacekeeper is justice plus leadership.
Okay, and why does that matter? Are we gonna have to build decks again?
No. You're just going to have to include one of these stacks of cards in your deck.
At the expense of others?
On top.
It's 45?
Can't do nothing about it.
No, that's not true. Is that true? They say that?
I'm reading.
This compassion card is awesome.
Well, I'll just read it out loud. When set up scenario 1 in campaign mode, each player chooses one of these roles and records their choice in the campaign log. Each player must choose a different role, and that choice is not limited by their chosen aspects. Each role comes with its own set of 5 upgrades. These upgrades can be earned by defeating the campaign-specific side scheme in each scenario. If the players have earned their role upgrades, they will each take a random upgrade from their role's set of cards and put it into play at the start of the game.
Awesome.
At the end of the game, those upgrades are removed from the campaign, whether their abilities were used or not. This use it or lose it role is intended to encourage players to look for opportunities to use their role upgrades to assist the team each game.
Okay.
So you can earn it each scenario, but then you get it at the start of the next scenario, and it goes away permanently after that.
Use it or lose it. Right.
In addition to these unique upgrades, each role gives players the ability to further customize their decks by granting them limited access to their role's associated aspects. When setting up a scenario in a campaign mode, each player may choose up to 1 copy of an event or 1 copy of an upgrade in their collection from their role's associated aspects. If a player's deck does not already include this chosen event or upgrade, they may add either or both to the deck for that game. Cards chosen this way do not count toward the minimum or maximum deck size value.
So if I choose Justice Protection, I can have a Justice and Protection card in my deck?
1 copy of an event and 1 copy of an upgrade.
Okay.
Don't know that I'll do that, but here we are.
I don't think I'll do that.
Standard. Future Past modular set. The Future Past modular set is used throughout the campaign. It represents the Sentinels of the future traveling back in time to eradicate mutants in the past. When not playing a Mutant Genesis campaign, this set can be used like any other encounter set.
Cool. Okay. Now, so wait, at the start of this scenario, do we get to get a rando?
We choose a role. We earn those every scenario.
Oh.
And then you get a random one for the next scenario.
But there's 5 here and there's 5 scenarios, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's random, so you wouldn't use them all anyway.
Okay. I want to be the Peacekeeper. Where's that? Oh, I've got him right here. I'm not even going to look at him. I just like the idea of Colossus Peacekeeper. What do you want to be?
I'm leadership, so I want to be something that's not leadership for fun. We'll be the Brawler.
See, that's kind of cool.
We did it.
I'm Aggression Peacekeeper, and you're Leadership Brawler. Silo him up.
Also known as Leroy Jenkins. All right. I'm going to use my best cartoon voice here for this political game. Just kidding.
Cartoon? Excuse me.
You know what I mean. Look at them.
Comics?
I 90s cartoon. That's all I think.
Oh, right.
X-Men are
Animated
cartoon.
work?
I call them cartoons. Anyways, the Mutant Menace is a clear and present danger to these United States. Magneto and his Brotherhood have already attacked several mutant registration sites. That is why I support the Sentinel program. Then, back at the X-Men headquarters, they're freaking out. Wolverine.
Let's get a full.
Look at Wolverine. I'd like to show this Joker just how dangerous I am. And then
you read it
I think
to us?
Colossus is the one. Is that Colossus?
Can you read it to the camera like it's like a children's book? You know, like turn it and point to things.
Also, look at Cyclops.
Dude, actually, yeah, look at this.
It's so good.
That Cyclops.
He definitely looks punchable.
Yeah, it's a punchable Cyclops. Which tracks.
Anyways, they're frustrated. And then, where's he at? I think you, Colossus, said, "Easy, comrade. We must be showing him humans and mutants can live together." And then Sabretooth screams, "Hey, meatbag, the Brotherhood is here for you." Oh, he's actually at the scene. He's going to go kill that guy. Phoenix saying, "That maniac is going to kill him." And then Professor X, of course, "Hurry, X-Men, you must rescue Senator Kelly."
All right, Sabretooth is going to murder Senator Kelly because Senator Kelly wants to register all the mutants.
Because he supports the Sentinel program.
Which is what?
The giant sentinels that monitor and make sure nothing bad's happening, but then, who watches the Watchmen situation.
Yeah. He regulates the
It's
regulators.
like the Civil War sort of scenario. Yeah.
Basically identical, yeah.
Scenario 1, Sabretooth, anti-mutant hysteria is sweeping across America. The public lives in fear that their neighbor or child could become a mutant. Senator Robert Kelly has seized the spotlight by spouting pro-human rhetoric and advocating for the Mutant Registration Act. His public address draws the attention of both the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants. Villain deck, Sabretooth 1 and 2.
What do you think about registering the mutants?
We're going to go there.
Like if right now, okay, let's just imagine right now, all of a sudden there were people who started doing very extra people-or things.
Yeah.
Like you walked outside and somebody was shooting laser beams out of their eyes.
Yeah.
Would you say, whatever? Or would you say, you know what? We should probably find out anybody who has these kinds of powers and you know, just know who they are. Not gonna take any action after that. Just gonna, you know them, know who they are. There. That's the central tension of X-Men, is it not?
It is. It's very well done, actually. It's a good topic. I'm against the Mutant Registration Act and the Superhero Registration Act. Personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Log them, dude.
I mean,
Log them.
there's a
And
lot of
let's
nuance
study
there.
the genetic makeup as well, and let's see if we can
I do think
recreate it in
they
controlled
should
ways.
maybe be studied,
Yeah.
but they need to be willing to be studied.
Well, you can't study them if you don't know who they are.
Yeah, but
that's all I'm saying.
if they're doing something that is illegal or against the law or problematic, then you can do something about them.
Vote mutant registration. Call your senator.
I'm supposed to be on a team with this guy? Come on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you going to grab Sabretooth 1 and 2?
Yeah.
We're going to remove Sabretooth 3, unless you want to play expert mode. Dr. Dope, Team Covenant, Civil War. Galactus, they're taking our job.
All right, 1A, 2A, there you go. And then find the senator. There it is. Okay. I mean, this is extremely... I didn't realize as a child how relevant what this whole central conflict is as it relates to like guns and that kind of thing.
We, during the pandemic, watched the first season of the X-Men animated show. And it blew my mind, the conversation that was actually happening there.
Mm-hmm.
That when I was a kid, didn't even realize. I mean, I understood what was going on-ish, but not the greater goings-ons.
That's good. That's good fiction.
Yeah.
That's good children's fiction. Same thing with Last Airbender. There's a lot of
What a
things going on
show.
there. What a show.
What a show.
What a show.
All right, back to this. The encounter deck includes the the main scheme deck, Stalked by Sabretooth. Should be an encounter set.
Okay, I've got Sabretooth here, so that's that. Then we've got Find the Senator, Stalked by Sabretooth here.
The Injured Senator.
Yeah, so this
That's
is 1A,
the-
2A.
The encounter deck should have the Sabretooth cards, the Brotherhood cards,
Yeah, Sabretooth, Brotherhood,
Mystique,
hold on. Mystique, yep, got it.
and it should have the standard sets. And it says the standard set can be found in Marvel Champions core set. I do wish of all the cards they reprinted, they just put that in here again. If you're a new player and you bought this thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, I'm not ready.
Yeah, you need it. Well, it says it right there in the box, requires a core set to play, right? And
That's
everybody
like what?
reads
That's
everything.
like what, 10 cards?
Yeah.
We had the airspace.
But you know, you were really excited. You were like, X-Men? Oh my gosh, I love the X-Men. I'm going to buy this. And then you read everything on the box before you did, every time.
As an educated consumer, I do the exact same thing. Yeah. One of my favorite things. So I took a lot of
So many parallels here.
I took a lot of economics classes in college, and it's so fun. The day one, they talk about, what do they call it? The it's not reasonable consumer, but there's the
Oh, right. Yeah, rational.
rational. There it is, and it's like that person doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Even knowing that that's supposed to be what it is, I know that it doesn't exist, and I'm not rational.
That's right. Unless something bounces. If it
Exactly.
bounces, he loves it.
Print it.
We can draw a straight line. The logic.
There it is, standard.
Huh? Yeah?
Hold on.
Trying to start sleeving this stuff?
No. Almost.
I'd like to know on a scale of 1 to 10 how clearly or cleanly do Zach and I's getting the game to the table sessions mirror your own getting to the table sessions? Does everyone come in and just like have everything ready and sit down and play? Or is there a whole song and dance about figuring out how to even set up the game for an hour?
I do think that there are groups I've been in that have that person. Where
Yeah.
you show up and it's all set up.
Yeah.
They either have that person or not. I'm not that person.
Well, neither of us are that person.
I can tell you.
So I think
Yes, sleeves. But I did have sleeves prepared.
yeah, it's nice. Everyone in their proper place. I had a deck. You had sleeves.
And the rest of the cards.
Somehow the world keeps turning.
Here we are. Well, as I've always said, I'm an ideas guy. So once we're on stream and we're actually playing the game, I'm gonna have the big ideas. You see, that's an inside joke.
And in case nobody knew, ideas are easily the hardest part of the process.
As the ideas guy, I can back that claim up. It's the most irreplaceable.
I mean, does anything happen if there isn't a good idea behind it? Is the origin not the most important part of the story?
You're getting some good responses. Sorry for the noise.
Yeah, so let's go. First of all, shout out to Gargoyles from Charlie Peterson. I rewatched Gargoyles with my kids recently. Had the same thought. Good fiction can appeal to people on different levels without turning off anyone. Completely correct. Phil Juro says Gargoyles teaches Shakespeare and uses proper time travel. Brent said, y'all are chatty during setup. We set up, then chat. Raul says, I play with my friends that already have decks made, and we sit around, though, and make some changes. So do a little group deck building after the fact, which is nice. Jim, I sort my cards into a collection, which works, except for Ashes. Raul says it takes a good half hour. So there's a good half hour of conversation. That's nice. Brett McNiven says, my group is the same. I usually set up, but there's a lot of song and dance before we actually get going. Thomas Whaley, ready to go. Very little setup time. I'm glad you're still with us, Thomas. Jeb Davis, have about 12 decks sleeved and every scenario sleeved ready to go for game nights. I just pull one and play.
That is nice.
So you should consider that.
Yeah. Right on that.
Jonathan Lima, I play with my siblings. They don't really like to do more than just play the game. I usually lay everything out and explain things as we go. Okay.
There's also those friends in every group.
John M., I try to prep my decks and the scenario before we play. Simon says, as I only play solo, it would be weird if I sat there for ages talking to myself regarding tactics.
It's only so weird.
It's only so weird, yeah. Brown Bay, I have multiple decks made, and my friends just choose which hero, which is nice. They're usually the instigator of the group has to facilitate so much just because they need the game to happen.
Yeah.
If you want it and you love it so much that you're like, I'm going to lower the barrier of entry for everyone so I get to do this. Braun Bay says we usually chat as we play. Yoda's Hut, setting up Marvel Champs is nowhere near as time consuming as Arkham. That's true. And Raul finally saying, I'm curious how you're going to find Cyclops. Zach, I found he sounded better on paper than he works in reality, just like real Cyclops.
Just like real fictitious Cyclops. All right. We are sleeves.
Igor, have we decided anything about X-Men themed player boards? Yes.
In progress.
Yeah. Work in that direction.
All right. The Sabretooth scenario tells the story of the X-Men protecting Robert Kelly from Sabretooth's assassination attempt. To bring the story to life, the scenario features an ally version of Robert Kelly. He's right.
Time code this one again.
Force interrupt. When an enemy resolves an undefended attack against you, deal that damage to Robert Kelly.
Okay, so indirect damage got to go to Robert.
Yeah. If Robert Kelly leaves play, the players lose the game, so it is critical that the players protect him.
Okay.
Mystique modular set. Mystique is a shape-shifting mutant who uses her power to infiltrate and misdirect her enemies. Her modular set includes unique treachery cards that represent these abilities. Infiltration is Shapeshifter's Surprise. When you reveal one of these cards, shuffle it into your deck. If one of those treachery cards subsequently enters your hand, trigger its forced response. Drawing a treachery card from your deck counts as drawing a card. Each treachery card in your hand remains until you discard it, which you may do any time you could discard a player card from your hand. This includes, but is not limited to, the end of the player phase, or when instructed to do so by a player or encounter card effect. When you discard a treachery card from your hand or deck, it is placed in the encounter discard pile. Fine. Campaign instructions setup. Each player records their identity in the campaign log. Cyclops. Each player chooses one of the campaign roles. Did it. Each player takes one upgrade at random from the roll set of cards and puts it into play under their control.
So we get one to start. Bless you.
Thank you.
I thought we might. Oh, here we go. Bless you.
5 upgrades, 5 scenarios.
It writes itself.
Tails all this time.
I did not hear anything that Zach said the past probably 2 to 3 minutes.
Luckily, I was paying attention to myself. Justin, Cyclops is easily my favorite X-Men. Looking forward to the play then. See, a lot of people like Cyclops.
Random upgrade?
Yeah. I'll say, I only liked him more the more I found out people hated him.
Mm-hmm. That's how our friendship developed.
Yeah, I did like you proportionally more the more I found out how much people didn't like you. Ferocious Attack is my upgrade. 0 cost upgrade, action, attack. Spend 3 resources of any type. Deal 6 damage to an enemy and ready your hero. Remove this from the game in campaign pool. Spend 3, do 6, ready.
I got Fortitude. Generate 2 wild resources for a tactic or thwart event.
Hope you have some, dog.
Okay, I'm gonna need a roll. This isn't gonna work.
This is not going to work for me, dog. Justin saying, LOL, my liking of Cyclops actually started with my brother's love of Wolverine.
You got another stack of rolls there, so I guess they really do map to the...
Commander and Defender.
What's the one that has aggression cards in it, I guess, which I need?
Brawler?
No, the other one. It's a brawler and something. There should be a combo of both.
Commander. Aggression and leadership.
Commander. Where's Commander? Isn't it? All right, let's make sure all these are actually useful. When you attack, fine. After you recover, fine. 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 Yeah, okay. This is the one I want.
Right.
So let's go random.
Do we have the Future Past modular set somewhere?
Is it in the X-Men cards?
Yes.
Yeah. So it would be either here, Project Wide Awake. I remember these things being really creepy, these Sentinels.
Look at Mr. Sinister.
0 tolerance. That's not it. Okay. Future Past. There it is.
Apparently the protector roll has ways to get tough tokens in it.
Yeah, I want that one then. It's fine. It's fine. Made my choice. Here's Future Past.
Yeah. So this is going to shuffle and be its own deck.
Okay. Boom. We have Group Assault. Till the end of the phase, prevent all consequential damage each ally would take from attacking and remove from the game and campaign pool. Okay,
Wow.
that'll be your stuff too.
That's crazy.
So that's good. Good, because that's good.
Good, because that's good. All right. So these shuffle together into their own deck. Days of Futures Past.
Sabretooth Tiger.
Let's put it here. Reveal the Frightened Police side scheme.
Okay. Can you hand me one of them boards? Thanks, dog. Peter. Robert is the first player. And you're going to be the first player, right?
Sure. Do you see a Frightened Police somewhere?
Oh, it's one of these, huh? It's one of these, dude.
171A size scheme. Maybe it's not from this deck.
It's one of these. Where is it? Nobody knows. Where is it? I'm looking for Frightened Police.
Number 171.
171 in the grand.
Phil's saying it's a campaign card.
Yeah, I'm on 150s, 160. Oh, back down to 106. Not great. 126, 134, 137, 143, 146. What is it again?
Frightened Police.
170 something. And how many do you need?
One. Double-sided, apparently.
152,
Can
151.
you flip them over? It's double-sided.
158, 165. What's the number?
171.
Oh, here we go. I'm going to find it. Here it is. Bada bing.
Theo is saying, can you please explain your sleeving process? Basically, I
The card on
sleeve
the right.
all the hero cards in black, all the villain cards in white, and then I do the side scheme / nemesis / obligation in the white because I shuffle in with the encounter deck. That's it.
And then you keep it all nicely organized in your box.
Perfectly organized, yeah. All right, campaign 1 underway. We are ready to go. I'm going to shuffle up this deck.
Oh my gosh, this is taking so long.
It does.
Less yapping, more gaming.
And I need to find my tokens.
You ever think to yourself,
What a wonderful world.
if this room was air conditioned,
It would be better.
your experience with the stream would just be top notch.
It is warm, but it could be
warm.
warmer.
It could be warmer, yeah. It's at least not 100 degrees outside. Okay, let's go. Okay, look at this. We're ready.
You want to set up the schemes, side schemes? I'm going to get the, I'm going to find my tokens.
Yes. Okay. Put the Find the Senator side scheme into play. Oh, there it is. Okay. Find the Senator side scheme into play. I'm going to put it in a white sleeve. Is this? Yeah. Okay. Find the Senator is in. While attached to Find the Senator, Robert Kelly is in play, but under no player's control. Okay, so it's going to start here, and then we're going to have to find Robert Kelly, and then when we find it, it'll go to the first player. And then you...
Who is you?
Well, you don't exist yet. His text, I don't think, works until we found him, because he's attached. Robert Kelly cannot... No, wait. He's not. Robert Kelly cannot be healed by player card effects and cannot have upgrades attached. And I wonder if his forced interrupt still works. It says, when an enemy resolves an undefended attack against you, deal that damage to Robert Kelly. Would that work if he's out here in the side scheme spot?
I don't think so.
Well, then why does it tell me I can't heal him when he's attached here? How would he have damage to begin with?
Maybe it doesn't start attached.
It says it right there.
Where?
Attached to Robert Kelly, ally to it. While attached, he is in play but under no player's control. If there's no players controlling you, then it isn't real. There's no you.
But, yeah, he says the first player controls Robert Kelly, but it says while it's attached, there's no wins.
No wins.
So it says the first player controls him. He doesn't count against your ally limit and cannot have player cards attached.
Mm-hmm.
This says, that says attach him here.
Yeah. And
this
while
says,
attached, he's under no player's control.
That's right. So he's under nobody's control right now.
Yeah.
So I don't even know that he exists at the
So
moment.
if his text says when an enemy resolves an undefended attack, there
Someone
is no
said flip the
you.
main scheme over and you'll know more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I usually sleeve those in clear as well.
Yeah. Yeah, here we are.
For that reason.
Okay, stocked by Sabretooth. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, deal 3 damage to Robert Kelly. Okay. And then if there's 12 threat, then we deal 3 damage instead. While Robert Kelly is attached to Find the Senator, treat his text box as if it were blank. Here we go. That's the missing link. If Robert Kelly leaves play, the player loses the game. So we need to find him so that he then attaches to the first player so that we have time to kill Sabretooth before Robert Kelly is dead.
Yeah.
You know, classic stuff.
I'm going to hand you a pile.
Classic X-Men stuff.
Those things. I'm
X
going to load those
stuff.
things up.
Yeah. 10, we've got 10 on there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put some explosions on them. And how about, oh yeah, some bullets? He's scared. How about some pumpkin bombs? Because we get green goblins coming through sometimes too. Maybe it's just Halloween. Let's get another big explosion. Let's get some more bullets. In fact, these pumpkin bombs are not what I want.
We can always use more bullets.
Yeah, more bullets. This is my favorite side.
The bullet side?
Looks so good.
Yeah.
Somehow, I don't think we would ever do a product like this again.
2019 was a phase.
It's like 7,000 hours. Okay, crisis token. Okay, so we can't go to the main until we go through this.
That's right.
So find the freaking senator is the basic idea.
Now we set him first, eh?
And what is this? Does this start out in play?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, I said put it into play.
Mm. Frightened police, 6. We'll give that. That's Green Goblin scaring people. Wait, is he in a different? No, he's in the right universe. Spider-Man's a whole different thing then.
It's all Marvel.
Did Spider-Man ever hang out with the X-Men?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I mean, they eventually... Yes.
Really? They what?
Watch.
No way.
It's a whole universe. Tied together. Look at this. Art.
Wow. Okay, I had no idea.
He's just hanging out.
All right. Fine. But Spider-Man and Nightcrawler would be
Look
friends.
at this, dude. Look at this old cover. This is the $874 Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge for Sega Genesis. It's a video game, apparently.
Dang. Wait, I may have played that in my life.
Look, Spider-Man on the cover with Wolverine. It's madness.
Okay, here we go. You ready? How many cards we get? 6?
Apparently Peter Parker dated Kitty Pryde for a while, who was an X-Men.
Very cool. You set up abilities happen before we draw.
No, because there was always a chance that you would draw Captain America's shield after a mulligan and not get a trigger to go get a shield or something.
It's a bummer. So if I draw 2 copies of Organic Steel right now, I just don't get to use the ability? That doesn't seem right.
I didn't write the rules.
Pretty sure it's not right. Okay, didn't we just house roll that, where you set up first and then draw your cards?
You can do whatever you want. I'm not checking.
4, 5, 6. Here we go. Marvel Champions. Let's go.
Marvel Champions.
I have 1 Organic Steel there. And some Power of Aggressions I can't play. So let's go ahead and discard those. We'll stay here. I don't need to armor up right now. I've got to go up.
Schmanderk saying setup rules are a disaster. Brown Bay saying it's actually right.
You get a discard from your hero.
All right. I'm going to mulligan 2, draw 2.
I'm going to mulligan 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. And what does Sabretooth do? After Sabretooth activates, discard the top card of the encounter. Heal damage equal to the number of boost icons discarded. Okay, so he's a Healy boy. 1/2, low schemer. He can scheme indefinitely, but as he schemes more, Kelly takes more damage. Okay. And you're the first player, is that right?
Yeah. So I'll trigger my ability. Constant training. Search my deck for a tactic upgrade and add it to my hand. Nothing like a tutor ability.
I guess. Well. This is interesting. I already want to do it all differently.
Your deck?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to, I think I need allies so that I don't have to waste my tough statuses on getting wrecked.
That would make sense. Let's get a practice defense because I'm going to use it as a resource.
And then I do my setup thing and I get my Organic Steel. Organic Steel.
Alright, let's pay 3 for Blindfold. After Blindfold enters play, look at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Discard 1 and put the rest back in the same order. Same order.
Look at you, encounter deck control, man.
Let's discard 1. Yeah. So the first 2 are going to be boosties, right?
Yeah.
And then the other 2 we're going to draw.
Yeah. 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 Oh. Okay. So we go here. We go here. Here. And we go here. I got a great first turn. Come on now.
I'm going to get rid of Feral Rage. It's a 3 boost. And it would have been a boosty.
Great. What else do we have to look forward to?
What else we have to look forward to is you're going to have a 1 boost and a, if it defeats an ally on the second boost, put 2 threat on the main scheme.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a, if in alter ego, he will scheme. If in hero form, he will attack thing. And then we're going to have your obligation.
Okay.
And your obligation, either you can go down and...
Dude, I will, because I'll flip up and get another tough status.
Yeah. That's exactly why we left her there. You're like,
Nice.
let's
Nice,
play.
nice, nice.
I declare. I guess the right call. I'm gonna play Danger Room Training. Attach to an X-Men ally. Max 1 training upgrade per ally. Attached ally gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, +1 hit point.
Are you paying for those cards?
Yeah,
or?
I'm going to pay for
Okay.
it.
Where? Did you pay for blindfold?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you have 1,000
So
cards?
I had 6 cards, but I got 7th because of my ability. And then I had an energy.
Oh.
So here we are. I'm gonna thwart for 3 off of. You think Metro PD is helpful?
Yeah. Let's unfrighten the police. They can help us find the senator, right? That's how that works.
Yeah, sure. I'll take 3 off of this.
Yeah, easy.
Then I think I'm gonna go. Do you have 1 threat removal?
No. I'm playing the red cards. What are you talking about?
I have made a mistake. Hold on. That's why I do it.
Yeah, I take it back.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking it back.
Take it
So I'm
back.
gonna pitch this card instead, and I'm gonna attach practice defense here.
What's that do?
He gets -1 attack,
Okay.
but I'm gonna use this ability. I'm gonna spend a resource to do 3
You just give him a beam.
to here. Yeah,
A quick beam.
little kiss.
Very nice, very nice.
So can you remove 3?
No, I can't remove any.
Okay, none.
None
Well,
none can be removed.
Cyclops will thwart here for value,
That's right.
and then next turn I'll clear this with old blindfold.
Sick. Love it.
Over to you,
Okay.
amigo.
Let's play Organic Steel with Strength. Let's play Organic Steel again. I am made of steel, but it's living steel.
That's a lot of steel, dude.
Yeah. Look at that.
John M. saying Colossus could just thwart for 1. That's not what Colossus is here to do.
Colossus is not here to do that, in fact.
He's a punching man, not a thinking man.
I'm going to pitch those 2 for my second Organic Steel. Then we'll flip up. That'll give me a tough status card there.
I just realized all the bullets he's getting shot by. That's funny.
Yeah, he doesn't care, though. He's tough.
Yeah.
You see how that works?
Have you seen Deadpool?
Yeah, I have seen Deadpool, actually.
How did you feel about the Colossus from Deadpool?
Don't remember it.
It was in the second one.
Oh, that was the second one? I don't watch second versions of movies, dude. Wouldn't that be funny if I actually said that and stuck to it?
Look at this. Look at this guy.
Probably be better off, honestly.
Where's the image?
Oh, look at all those pop-ups. Don't you love that?
There's
It's
Vizzo.
crazy.
Look at him.
Oh, there he is. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm tough, but I'm going to play Bulletproof Protector. Discard a tough to give 2 tough.
Wow.
Power up.
They're multiplying. Dude, him attacking us is so funny. You're just like,
Yeah, who cares, right? And then I will swing at Sabretooth, playing Made of Rage. When you make a basic attack, discard a tough, get +6. And then I will Organic Steel to give it back.
huh. Okay, so 8.
Yeah, 8 coming in.
It's down to 15.
That's right. I'm here to kill Sabretooth and, chew bubblegum or whatever.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah.
Apparently he was in both movies.
Oh,
I don't remember. They blend together in my head.
I don't remember the first one. All good?
End of round?
End of round.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Draw.
Now, it's true that
I do think Nightcrawler is cool.
I feel like Marvel Champions is one of these weird games. Am I going to lose both of these tough status tokens if I take an attack?
I don't think so.
No, right? Surely not.
Surely not.
Surely
That
not.
can't be how that works.
Surely not. Surely not. Surely not.
All right. You got your cards?
I
Wanna
got
read
my
through 'em for a
4
second?
sweet cards. Yes.
Way of Kodash. This is a good point. Saying, please tell me you've seen T2 Judgment Day.
Yes.
Terminator 2, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was better. Second Godfather as well.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, one of the better ones. Yeah.
Sometimes they really nail it with the
Sometimes it takes two.
All right, 2 threat on.
2 threat on.
And then what's the little star ability?
After resolving step 1, deal 2 damage to Robert.
Roberto.
You can only take 9, dude.
Well, we gotta hurry.
Okay.
All right, now Sabretooth is gonna do Sabretooth things. He's going to attack me.
Mm-hmm.
He's -1 attack, so he's only attacking for 2.
Mm-hmm.
After it activates, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Heal damage from Sabretooth equal to the boost numbers. We forgot about that part.
Yeah, it's gonna screw our math up.
Yeah, totally forgot about that part.
Yeah,
but we're
that's
learning.
All right. That's all right. You have
We're
blindfold.
He's attacking me for
It's
1. I'm not worried
perfect
about it.
information. It's just a little. Well, now, can you tell me the relationship between blindfold and Cyclops?
The what?
Like, how do they? Are they like blind together? Like, are they like a couple? What's going on with them?
I have never heard of Blindfold. Until
Okay,
today.
right on, right on.
I think that is a comic. Was Blindfold in the cartoon series? I don't remember. It's been 20 plus years since I was watching that. Anyways, so he's only 1 attack,
1 plus a boost.
and I know it's 1,
That's 2.
which is fine. So I'm just going to take it. He's going to attack. We're going to boost. It's +1. So I will take 2.
You're not blindfold block for me? Is that what's going on?
You got tough.
I'm not gonna waste on like 2 damage.
You got a million tough stats. You got to use these things up so you can get them back.
Mm-hmm.
You know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He's attacking you at -1.
Attacking me at -1. I will not defend.
Blindfold has 2 health left, by the way. And Thor's for 3.
Oh, right.
So value.
Boost. If this attack defeats an ally, it does not. Place 2 threats. So 1. I'm taking 1 tough status token.
Hey, man.
Let's go ahead and Nerves of Steel there.
Yeah, why not?
Get this. And this goes away, right?
I think when it's empty, it's gone.
And then I
That's
get it
right.
back.
Spend exchange. Cyclops isn't blind. That's true. But he's
He's not blind?
no.
What is he?
The
How can you
glasses-
see without beams coming out of your eyes?
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
But somehow the things he wears on his face hold it in.
And it allows him to see with eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't just like burn his eyeballs every time he. Maybe he doesn't see with eyeballs.
I think
Maybe
they
it's a
come out of
different-
the eyeballs, you know?
Uh-huh.
Not through the eyeballs.
Yeah. Photons in, lasers out.
Oh, yeah. And every. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, he's supposed to heal
this would be
0.
discarded. Heal 0.
Yeah.
And this would have been your boost card,
This is my boost card. 1.
which was tough, so it would have canceled.
Tuft. And
then
then he
he-
heals
Yeah.
2.
All right, fine. You
Why
did
are
it.
we
Sabretooth.
discarding over there? You want to discard next to the deck?
Well, I was just trying to be helpful. All right. Then we
but
go
now
to-
I don't get homesick. That's the whole point of the whole
I
thing.
know. End of the round, we each get a card. Starting with me. I'll go first. Avalanche.
Okay, great.
He's fine.
Yeah, love
We'll
it.
beat him up.
Infiltration. Shuffle this card into your deck. This card gains Surge. I'm even going to read what it does.
Oh, man.
And you know what? It's fine if I know when it's coming, right? Totally fine. Totally fine. Can't.
Liz
predict
for
the
saying he
future.
sees everything in red.
Okay.
What's the avalanche you have?
Avalanche Minion. Number 73.
I should put that in a different sleeve. By the way, David blamed that thing right to the bottom of the deck.
Like a genius. It's from the Brotherhood encounter set. Do we not have it?
I don't care.
What's it do?
Has a boost response of exhausted character control and a forced response after it attacks you exhausted character control. We
That
will
seems
be
pretty good.
defeating him.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. You'll defeat him. I might be able to do something about that, so don't get in a hurry. Okay. I've shuffled it in and I surged it. So I need another card. It is a Lost Visor obligation. Give that one over to Cyclops.
Hello. Search your deck, hand, discard pile, and play area for Ruby Quartz Visor and place it face down on this card. Cyclops cannot Lost Visor.
How's it gonna blast his hand off there?
Yeah.
Magic, dude. Cyclops cannot attack. Alter ego action, exhaust Scott Summers, add Ruby Quartz Visor to your hand or remove Lost Visor. So, literally, I searched my deck for this thing. There's no, like, flip down, exhaust stuff. I lost my visor. I gotta close my eyes immediately.
So luckily you hadn't played it already. That would be a
that
disaster.
would be a disaster.
So this is helpful.
Yeah, then this attaches. I can't attack. As alter ego, I can exhaust Scott, add it to my hand, and remove this from the game. It's like weirdly good. Weirdly.
Weirdly indeed. Yeah.
All right.
Over to who? Me? You?
The best way to find your visor is to lose it.
That's right. It's always the last
Can't
place
find
you
it
look.
if it's not lost.
It's always the last place you look.
Phil's saying he and his brother are immune
We've completed the phase.
from laser beams.
All right.
This is for you.
Okay. But you're the first player always?
No. That's only when I have that card in play.
Oh. Okay.
I have not become the leader yet. Phil's saying otherwise he would shoot his eyelids off. That's why I thought you needed glasses.
Yeah.
His eyes are always open. He's always got one eye on you.
What are your thwart pockets? Do you have any? Do you have anything notable?
2 and 3. But I'm not doing the 2 because I'm getting this thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good. Like, once you have this in play, every round you just get anything with an upgrade you hit for 3 for nothing.
That's super good.
That's insanity.
Yeah, it's super good.
Plus, look how cool the Ruby Quartz visor looks.
Incredible.
Come on.
Ruby quartz. That's pretty cool.
Can you punch this guy?
Yes.
Super saying, my man just never blinks.
How much needs to happen with that over there?
With what?
No, I'm gonna do the smart play. Okay. I'm gonna play into the fray. Pitching an armor up, which I don't want to do, but here we are. I've already got 2 things there. I haven't used them yet. Deal 6 to a minion. For each excess damage, remove 1 threat from the main scheme.
All right, nice. That's good value.
Yeah, my whole hand,
one of
because
those Hulk
4 cards
hands.
is awesome. Then, I'll just put these here. My little currency pile. Then I'll flip down. When I do, shuffle a Colossus card from discard into deck. And
We're getting that organic steel back,
we're gonna
man.
throw organic steel back in there, yeah. Because I feel like it's the kind of thing
This goes away.
you want to always have. Oh, I need to do my stuff first, too. I need to do my attacky. Let me do 2 to Sabretooth.
Look who's back.
And remember, I can always prevent consequential damage. So tell me if you need a turn where you take none.
Does that go away or is it just once per turn?
Until the end of the phase, prevent it and then remove it from the world. It's gone forever.
That thing.
So we get 1 a game that we should use, yeah.
Oh, someone's saying Crisis stops main threat removal.
Even off of cards like that? No, it doesn't.
I don't know.
It just means you can't thwart against the main scheme. Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
This kind of rule that drives me crazy, man. Are you serious?
Dylan's saying it's an attack, not a thwart, though, so I think it works.
Yeah, it's an attack card that removes from the main scheme. What does the
it works.
crisis token say? What is that?
I think it works, Doc. We're going to let it roll for now. Mine?
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's cool.
All right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this 3 and see what happens. Flip this card and put Metro PD into play. Metro PD, permanent. The first player controls Metro PD. You can exhaust Metro PD, choose to either deal damage to an enemy or remove a threat from a scheme. Every round.
Well, that's unfortunate that we don't get that now.
You can use it. It's just an action,
Oh, that's true.
not a hero action.
It's not an ally.
Right.
Okay.
You want to go ahead and use that?
Yeah. Well, I can't remove. Well, I guess I can remove 1. If I do 1, you do 3. So we kind of got a sequence going there, yeah. I'll take 1 off of the thing, yeah. How about that? You cool with that?
Deal.
I'll do it again next time. Look at that. That's very helpful. My gosh, crazy.
The value.
Wait a minute. I can only have 2 tough status tokens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I flip up, I will get no benefit. I'm fully tough. I'm tough to the max.
You want to stay up for
I don't
now?
know. What do you think? I mean, should I? Should I do that? But then I get another 4-card hand. I'll just leave it.
Someone's saying when you flip to Peter, you lose his tough tokens. Oh, because it doesn't have the thing that lets you have 2.
Okay, that's acceptable.
But then you flip back and
Okay, so we just waste 1. That's, of course, totally great. That's exactly what we want to be doing.
Bombay saying, wait, you have missed to shuffle a future past card in the deck. Where does it say that?
Oh, come on. Is it one of these? Shuffle.
Oh, when you defeated that thing.
No.
No.
Didn't say that. Shuffle.
John M. Chat, save the game state.
Discard.
Schmendix, we're trying.
Shuffle.
Can you imagine just I don't carry on.
This game is so surprisingly impossible.
Read
Wait,
the
is it the
backside
Metro
of
PD thing? Yeah, okay. When defeated, shuffle the top card of the future past deck into the encounter deck. Top card of the future past
That's
deck?
this.
Oh, that's that. Okay.
Make a shuffle then.
Okay.
I love this quote on Cyclops.
What's it say?
The professor has a dream. I have a plan.
Oh, right. Nice. See, the professor an idea guy.
Yeah. He's a get it done guy.
Yeah, Cyclops gets it done.
Even when dumb Wolverine's in his way.
All right, crisis icon has to be removed before any threat can be removed. Okay, so I wasted a threat, and then I wasted a tough token. So we're off to a great start.
Love it.
It's just so fun.
We're going to play
Wasteful.
Nightcrawler.
Okay.
When an X-Men character would take any amount of damage from an enemy attack, I can spend a Nightcrawler resource, return Nightcrawler to my hand, prevent all that damage.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. He's going to... that includes himself, right?
Yeah, any amount of damage.
Yeah.
Wait, does it say... Yeah, X-Men character. Yeah.
I'm going to remove 2 from the side scheme. I'm going to stay here for now so we don't have 2 people down low. I'm going to not attack for a minute, though. I'm going to thwart for 2 more off that scheme. And then I will pass to the end phase.
Okay. Ended. Everything stands. Draw 6 cards.
Well, that's not helpful.
Step by step. Okay. This is this is pod racing. I'm about to turn myself up.
2 threat on?
2 threat on. If we could get to the beach, we wouldn't need to be metal plated. Here we go. You want a card?
No.
Activates against us.
Yeah, he's scheming against you. 1 plus. Discard a card after and he heals that many.
Okay, 1 plus for the thwart. 2. Thwarting 3.
Yep. And then he's going to discard another card and heal that many.
Okay, this goes away. Heal 0.
All right. And what is this? He takes 2 or something?
And then when an enemy resolves an undefeated, it's no, not that.
Step 1 of the villain phase. Deal 2 damage to regular
2.
counter.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what's so hard about this, Zach. You just have to track down the tiny text floating on literally every card in the game.
I also can't read these cards from here because of the lighting, so that doesn't help. Anyways,
then he's attacking you.
Yeah, and we're just gonna take this. He's at 2 full powered attack now. Yeah, take it. 2 plus 1, 3.
And he's healing 1.
Luckily, that was gone there. Cut off guard is the worst.
It's not good.
Okay, then bad cards. You first.
Yep. Blob. I love Blob. I love the Brotherhood of Mutants. Guard, after Blob attacks and damages, stun that character.
Love it.
Of course, won't damage me, I'll always be tough.
He's a
Joke's
beefy
on
boy.
him. Yeah.
Mutant Terrorist. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Brotherhood side scheme and reveal it. If it did not enter play this way, discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a Brotherhood of Mutants minion is discarded and revealed.
The Brotherhood side scheme. Boom. Hinder 2. When revealed, place 4 threat here. And then 3 plus 4. That makes 7. Extra encounter card, and each Brotherhood minion gains Quick Strike. That's not good, because this thing is stacked with Brotherhood minions.
That was good timing, though, because he would have punched you. All right. First party token passes?
Or maybe wouldn't have. Can you Quick Strike in Alter Ego?
No. You can't. It's like punching the air.
That's exactly right.
I've said it my whole life. Dude, you know what? this hand's pretty bonked. You ready for this?
Yeah.
We're gonna play Beast. I'm gonna pay 4. He says after Beast enters play, search my deck and discard pile for a resource card. Add it to my hand.
You're just playing the X-Men.
I am X-Men.
I'm over here on Organic Steel. Okay, and I need to figure out how to kill this blob.
The blob. We're gonna get a genius. Look who's on there. It's Beast. Theme play of the day. Now we're gonna cut to a word from our sponsor, Michaels. If you need to theme up your party, we've got the good.
Need baubles. Who needs baubles?
Team training. I'm gonna play that. Play under any player's control maximum play. Each ally gets +1 hit point. The value.
Do you want to have no consequential for this go round?
It's interesting. I guess if there's ever a time, it's when I have 3. What else was it say?
Oh, but it's a hero action. I can't do it yet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
They all have +1 life. Plus blindfold has +2 life. So
This is yours now as well.
Yeah.
You're the man now.
we're gonna thwart with blindfold for 3. Remove these 3. This is gonna go.
Well, looky there. And then you also get a
First
little.
player detaches Robert Kelly from the scheme and takes control of him. Advance to the main scheme 2A.
Oh, looky here. Wait, does that mean we clear the threat?
Flips this card. I think so. Flip this card and place it next to the main scheme.
When revealed, deal each player a face down encounter card.
Bro.
The injured senator.
PMK is saying there is so much going on. The scenario Phil Jaros, you should see it in 4-player.
When completed, defeat Robert Kelly. Don't let that happen. Wait, we do remove this, right?
I think so, yeah. Because we advance to the next thing.
Yeah, you advance. You remove all that.
All right. What's it say?
If Robert Kelly leaves play, the player chooses the game. It can go to 18 before Robert Kelly is dead through these means, and it starts with 0 on it.
Okay. Protect the Senator. Robert Kelly cannot be healed by players' card effects and cannot have upgrades attached. Hero response: after your hero defends against an attack from Sabretooth, spend 2 resources of any type, ready your hero. Only the player who controls Robert Kelly can trigger this ability.
So you get a little advantage for defending the senator.
Yeah. And if you don't defend the Senator well, it's bad.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm gonna remove.
I need something from you. I need 1 damage on Blob from Metro PD or any other means you have.
What if I could clear this instead? Unless you have 1 threat removal.
Well, that's interesting.
Can you just like remove 1 threat with your guy? Is it too much value?
So I guess what we will lose is... I guess. Do we need to kill Blob or not?
Brody, there's a Marvel character called R. Kelly.
2 damage is what we get if there's 1 damage here. 2 free damage, if you will.
But then we get an extra card.
Yeah. So you can either do this on that, or this is necessary to clear that.
Yeah, so I basically have 6 threat removal on table.
It's kind of weak, man.
Knees weak. Palms are sweating.
What does Lost Visor? What does your visor do?
Well, I can't attack while it's in play. And I have to exhaust an alter ego to get this card back in my hand. So I would like to do that soonish.
All right, yeah, you got to get rid of that Brotherhood. I mean, that's number 1 on the list.
Well,
there.
I have to do 2 here. Let's just do 2.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can make that work.
It feels worthwhile.
Yeah, we got good stuff to do here.
We'll exhaust here. Remove this. This goes away. Now, yeah, I'll let you work that out.
Work the problem.
Are you... are you going back to hero mode?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to alter ego.
Okay.
So next turn I can just use this.
Keep them off balance.
Alter ego. Now, check this out. I can use my ability to go get a 0 cost upgrade. That means you do extra damage every time you punch something. Does that help?
That would help. Yeah.
Or allies take no consequential damage while they're punching.
That'd be cool. Man, Peter's studio is
I
super
could
good.
trigger it. Constant training.
I
I can give an enemy -1 attack. I can. Or I can make it when you defeat something, you draw 2 cards. Are you going to defeat him?
Yes, do that one.
I'm going to grab a priority target, and then I will play it here. So when defeated, whoever defeats him draws 2 cards. That's one.
Right. Blob is the priority target. Feels like X-Men.
Yeah, Bromby, I was just looking through my discard pile to see what decks effects might be in my deck.
Okay, so then it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, what do? We do pay 1 for Peter's Studio.
The video artist?
Yes, Knox Harrington.
The canvas artist?
Exhaust. Discard cards from your deck until you discard a Colossus card added to your hand. This could go a lot of different directions.
Well,
it's the exact card that I needed. It's made of rage.
Easy.
We were running the math. It's going to set this turn on fire.
David Whitfield saying, good morning, guys. Long time no see.
What's up, David? Man, it's been too long.
Yeah.
We go up, we get an additional tough status token, and we get one for free. We love you, Colossus. You're looking good so far.
I kind of got, once I started deck building, I got heads down. How's everyone doing out there?
I'm doing okay.
I know how you're doing.
And then I'll pay 2 for our titanium muscles. +1 attack. Then I'll exhaust it. Generate 2 resources for Iron Will. Because I have 2 tough status tokens. I get +1 thwart. Then I will swing with Blob, or at Blob. I will play Made of Rage. So it's +6 and Overkill. So I'm swinging for 9.
Come on.
Discard a tough status token. That's going to trigger that. So that's important. And then Organic Steel is going to get it back. So these things will all happen. So 9 to Blob. 3 to Sabretooth. 6 to Blob.
Priority target triggers.
Draw 2 cards priority target. Draw 1 card for Iron Will because the tough status card was discarded. And then Organic Steel puts the tough back. Okay.
That seems good.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
And you get to keep rolling.
And I got 3 cards left, yeah.
And you're double tough, so he's going to punch you and you're just going to laugh at him.
I will be laughing.
Yeah, I picture for some reason like someone, like the hands on the other person's skull, and they're trying to run to get to him, and they just can't get there, you know? And they're swinging and stuff.
You just can't do it.
You just don't care.
We're just trying to kill Sabretooth as quickly as we can, right?
Thomas Morton, yeah, definitely, always. Thomas Morton doing good. Zach, glad Marvel Mondays are back. Goblin Reserve saying, doing great. Awesome meeting up with you at Nat. Still haven't met Steven. It was great to meet you. Thank you for the token card that you gave me. And PMK, value train, draw 3. That's what he calls that maneuver.
We got another value train coming here. Then we'll pay 2 for a Steel Fist.
The value just keeps on coming.
Deal 5 damage to Sabretooth, and then discard a tough to stun and confuse.
What?
Just go ahead and skip his heals, skip all of his nonsense.
Just skip his turn.
Skip his turn, that's right.
Yeah. Why is Sabretooth crying? End of turn?
End of turn.
All right. I was feeling like we were losing. And then now I feel like we are winning.
That's right. All because this dude was made of organic steel.
There's this resource card called...
And you have 17 allies.
It's called Band Together. It generates a wild resource for each ally I control. So it's a 3 resource card. So good.
Yeah.
Is my ally limit still just 3? Measly 3?
Yeah, weak. Weak.
Is there anything that ups that?
Yeah, there is a card that does that in the game. It's called X something. X Mansion, X Universe. I think you have it. Okay, so then...
Jim's on the seat saying you can draw off Iron Will again, I think. Doesn't exhaust.
Not that it would ever matter unless
David
it's a 0
Peterson saying,
cost.
awesome that Marvel Monday is back. Goblin Reserve saying, this makes me so excited for when Fab goes PvE.
Yeah, man.
That'd be a good time.
Woo. Okay. Anyway, so let's do this. The start of the thing, and we add 2.
Yep.
And then we do 2 to the guy, or is that no longer
That's
happening?
no longer there.
Okay. Then Sabretooth tries to do 2 things and fails at both, and does not activate, so he does not heal.
Then we get
Double dunk.
oh, wrong stack.
Oh,
Just
right.
gave us some really brutal cards all at once.
Okay. And then you would be the first player, etc.
X Mansion is what increases
Yeah.
them. Homo Superior, Magneto on it. Attach to a minion and give it a tough status card. Otherwise, this card gains Surge.
Surge it.
Do I reveal this one or this one? The Surge or the not?
Surge.
Shapeshifter Surprise. When revealed, shuffle this card in your deck. This card gains Surge.
You're technically supposed to know what it is, too. It has different card backs, so you will see when it's coming. But I put mine in the Black Sea for a nice surprise.
Just a fun time surprise.
Yeah, just a fun time surprise land.
I'm gonna not look. Gain Surge. Nimrod. Stalwart. Victory 1. Nimrod cannot take more than 3 damage each phase. Oh,
Yikes.
disgusting. And then Mystique. She's tough. She's got 9 health. Players cannot attack the villain. Mystique's scheme is equal to the villain's scheme, and her attack is equal to the villain's attack. Wow.
Kill Mystique.
Yeah, notably.
Okay,
We will. It's time for me to use my hero ability.
understood. Bad cards for me. Let's go. Sabretooth strikes. Deal 1 damage to Robert Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
You may exhaust your hero to prevent this. I will not.
Sorry, Senator. Joe M. Off subject, but it looks like Mindbug should be shipping to the U.S. soon enough. Any plans on playing it on stream when you get it?
Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea.
I think Bryce been talking about that. Gang up. The villain and each minion engaged with me attacks me.
Someone's saying Nimrod's from the future past set. Set it aside. But we had to put it in there from something.
We had to put it in there from the thing.
I'm pretty sure he's just in.
Isn't that what it told us to do? It told us to do that.
You've got all the modulars in there.
The game told us to do it. This is all future past, right?
Mm-hmm. It told us to do it.
Yeah, it told us to do it. The game told us to do it. Okay, so gang up's going to happen. Attacks me. But does Sabretooth... Yes, Sabretooth is still a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
2 plus nothing. Tough is removed. Organic steel. Put it back. Discard it from Colossus. Draw a card.
Nice. That's so good.
It's unbelievable.
And this goes away now, right?
Yeah, this is gone now. Okay. And then whenever Sabretooth activates against me, which just happens, discard the top card and heal for 2. Shadows of the past, I'll take that trade.
He's quite annoying. Okay.
Okay. And then I become the first player.
Yep. I am the information.
You're the information. Metro PD comes to me. Robert Kelly comes to me.
If you have piercing and you punch someone, it drops their tough stuff token.
You do all the damage and it gets rid of the tough at the same time. Do you have something like that?
Maybe. Yeah. Yes.
Do you have something like that that would matter before I have to punch something?
What are you punching?
The only thing that I can.
Can't you punch him?
Like Mystique expressly says I cannot do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't do that before you go, so carry on.
I was thinking Metro PD might be in the business of just knocking that tough status token off.
That's a fine use of our time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so... Man, we're so close. Okay, wait, hold on. Can I get rid of a tough status token to... Okay. We're gonna this is gonna be a bit of a thinker.
All right.
If you'll allow me. Yep. Okay. And then exhaust, discard, play. Okay, we've got there. We got there, Zach. We got there. This is crazy. Let's exhaust titanium muscles while we play the God Slayer. So I'm gonna discard 2 cards.
Imagine Colossus with a sword.
Yes, it's awesome.
He's gonna cut some things in half.
2 out there. Then, yeah, he's organic steel in the pocket there. Then we'll Metro PD to knock the tough off.
Got him.
Then I'll go ahead and pop this, I think. No consequential for any of your stuff.
Perfect.
Seems like a great time for it. It's out of here. This is Group Assault. It's gone. Then Colossus will swing for 3, 4, 5 for Godslayer on Mystique. Then I will roll down an Alter Ego. When I do, put a Colossus card back into my deck. We'll throw Organic Steel back in.
Your deck is loaded with organic steel.
It's so organic down.
How many do you have in that
bottom.
deck? 3?
2.
Just 2.
I think it's 2 in the deck.
You just keep cycling them.
And then I will use Piotr's Studio to discard until I find a Colossus. It's an Organic Steel.
Checks out.
And then I have a question to make. Organic Steel or Combat Training? I can go to 4 attack, 6 attack on a swing with Godslayer for the rest of the game. Or Organic Steel. I'm probably going to draw an Organic Steel next turn. I know it's wrong, but
here we are.
I'm going to go with Combat Training. I just can't resist that static value.
The value. All right. Mine?
Yes.
I'm going to trigger Scott's ability. I'm going to get the priority target.
Okay.
You already
Is
know,
it Mystique?
You already know what it is.
Yeah, I feel like you're about to draw some cards, maybe.
You ready to see some... Thomas Whaley saying you guys need a game plan.
Oh, we got a game plan. Generate the most numbers.
I think game plan's a card.
Oh. I figure the more efficient you are, the better you'll do at the game.
I'm going to exhaust till you get rid of my Lost Visor and put this Ruby Quartz in my hand. Don't mind if I do. I'll do 5. Okay. Let's go. Flip to Cyclops mode.
We've done this very intelligently, by the way. The person in Alter Ego is the one that has Kelly, so that the undefended attack thing.
Yeah, I noticed that last round, and I was like,
Yeah,
I'm going to keep doing
that's
this.
our game plan, bro.
Genius. I'm going to attach a priority target to Mystique. And then she's got 5 health left. So the right way to do this is 1, 2, and then blast them.
It's fun, the math element of it, isn't it? The math. It's fun to do math in an exciting way.
Agreed.
Remember, you're not taking any consequential damage.
It's going to
And
be...
you can thank me after the game for that.
Noted. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I said after the game.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to play my Ruby Quartz visor.
Oh, look at this. You couldn't
you.
ask for a better narrative. Priority target is Mystique. Put on the visor, which you had lost.
We back.
Now what's going to happen?
Check this out. I'm going to use the visor to generate a lightning resource for my Optic Blast ability. Gains ranged and piercing, so that's fine.
Are you kidding?
Which is going to do 3, but I'm going to interrupt. I'm going to play Full Blast. I'm going to discard here. And it says, when I use my Optic Blast ability, exhaust... Oh, I can't do that. Nope. We're reading. That's fine. That's fine. So he's going to do 3 damage here. So 1, 2, 3. I'll save it for next round.
You're going to kill that, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No consequential damage. 1 damage here, which will go to 9. Defeats this. Goes to discard. This triggers. I'm going to draw 2.
And there's nothing that says when she dies, something happens? No, there's not. Okay.
This is hilarious. I just drew this card. On the Mystique cards, I don't do it when I draw it. Do it when I discard it. Is that what it says?
What are you talking about, Mystique cards?
I drew one of the Mystique cards.
Oh, what does it say?
Well, That's not what matters. What matters is this. Drawing treasure card from your deck counts as a draw. Each treasure card in your hand remains until you discard it.
When you discard it.
Triggers force response at that time. Yeah, so I think I have to do it right now. So I got Shapeshifter Surprised. After the turn is played, Mystique activates against you. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile from Mystique and reveal her.
So you killed her and then she comes right back.
Yeah, she's hard to pin down. That's okay.
You sure she's not like floating in a you know?
Pretty sure.
More. What do they call that in Thrones? The best mechanic in all of card games.
Moribund?
Moribund. She's not moribund?
I know you love that I knew exactly what you're talking about.
I did say it was the best mechanic. Yeah.
She's tough. Man, I wish I had that visor back. Interesting. Interesting. Right.
You didn't use full blast though.
Well, I have to exhaust to use full blast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
kind of back to where we started, but in a slightly worse condition.
yeah.
But hey, Nimrod is here as well, so you're gonna have to deal with that one.
We got this.
You can do 3 to Nimrod 3 times in a row?
Nah.
If you do 3 now, no.
I'm gonna play Wolverine.
Okay.
And discard here.
Oh my gosh, but you could have blocked with...
Yeah, but I get a Wolverine, no consequential damage.
Okay,
I'm
free.
gonna pay 3.
Free 3. That's
4. Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. So he's just gonna punch here for 3.
Okay, I like this. You know he has piercing as well if you want to knock that tough off Mystique.
I'm gonna do that instead.
Yeah.
The value. That's what I was thinking. I lost myself. Then I'm gonna use this upgrade.
What's that do?
Spend 3 resources, which I have, and deal 6 damage to an enemy.
Wow.
Ready my hero, and remove this from the game.
Okay.
That was the end of my hand. She's
back. Wow, you turned... We could have killed Sabretooth with all that effort.
Yep, here we are. And then I gotta punch for 3 here. Just the nature of the beast. So we'll punch.
I think we all know we need that victory at 1.
Absolutely.
Honestly, there's no...
I partially think if I was in Lord of the Rings, I'd be a dwarf. Because I can't help but go for that value. Then he'll remove these 2.
Right on.
Just in case.
Altogether fairly clean. Could have gone a lot of different ways. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. And we get a 6-card hand.
At the end of the turn, I'll discard this.
Visor is used, apparently. That's a RIP. What does that mean?
The game's piercing, so I could have used it to get rid of the top. If I had just done it differently.
Oh, like I've got a thing. After this card enters your hand, discard an ally or support you control. Robert Kelly? Just kidding. Peter's Studio probably has got to go. Or Metro PD.
That's up to you.
Metro PD is gone. Right? I control it, right? I'm the first player. I control it. Let's infiltrate the Metro PD.
I'm not...
It's gone, man.
Into it. You know what I mean?
He's out of here. This is beyond the police now. It's all different. It's all a different thing. Okay. Gone. Moving on to the phase of the game where we start to lose. 2 on the main thing. Then we go to something that's supposed to trigger at this point. Nothing. Then Sabretooth activates against me as the first player. He's going to scheme for 1 + 3.
Wow.
It's a big 4.
Wowie.
Wow. And then he's going to heal because it activated against me, right? Against you, yes. Star.
0.
Great. And he's going to attack you for 2+.
It's probably a Nightcrawler.
Oh, it's permanent. It can't be discarded. It says right there in the lobby. So Peter's Studio's gone.
It's right there.
Yeah. It's against you. You ready?
I'm a Nightcrawler.
It is a total of 3. And then a heal of nothing.
The Nimrod's gonna attack me. I'm like a dummy.
Yeah, what do you do with that? You're kind of getting beat up over there, bruh.
A little. I'm gonna block it with Wolverine. Heals 1 at the start of each of my turns.
Okay.
So he'll take 3. And then he'll 1. And I won't be able to use him this round, so he'll 1.
You could thwart, yeah. If you want.
He won't be ready on my turn.
Oh, right. Okay.
Alright, bad cards?
Bad cards, yeah. I forgot about that. Me and you. Me is Pyro. After Pyro attacks me, discard the top 2 cards of my deck and take indirect damage.
Assault.
Etc.
The villain attacks you. He's coming in for 2+. Oh, beast, I barely knew you. I'll block here.
2+1+, discard a random card from your hand.
Ooh, perfect. Cool.
You didn't need that, I'm sure.
Nope. Resources are not necessary here.
And then he heals because he activated against you for 0.
Big
Got the
0.
big advance out of there. That's good news. That's good news, Bears.
All right, first player token passes.
First player token passes.
I'm going to deal with your little problem here. You okay with that?
How do I...
Start my turn. This heals 1.
Did I...
Breathe without me?
Oh, it's because the infiltrate. I was like, where did the... Okay.
All right, let's just think about my life.
Would you think about it? I mean, I can blow through this guy.
Well, I have nothing else to be doing.
Oh, one of those. Can't you just
no, I don't. Where did it go?
Can't you just
Oh, I
stick
used
to
it.
stick
I
to
see.
Nimrod?
Okay. This is fine. Everything's fine.
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Let's play Exploit Weakness. Every time he takes damage this round, he takes an extra.
All right, that's gonna dictate what I do.
Yeah. And then... Losing that card was not good.
You're back at the X-Men HQ watching tennis while I'm out here.
Let's use my ability and we'll roast this guy for 3. And then,
Got any of them blockers or anything?
oh, I'm first player, so I get this and this.
Oh yeah, you got Kelly. You better get into jogging pants mode or sweatpants Scott mode.
I'm going to do a damage here, but it'll be 2 damage because of this thing.
Boom. Dude, easy.
It's effective. And I've got an idea.
Great.
I'm working on a gravity belt. We'll sort 2 off the main scheme.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm supposed to. Yep, got it.
I'll flip down to Scott Summers. I'll trigger his ability.
Somehow you did a lot of things though, didn't you?
All right, here we are. Here we are.
What's up, Blaine? Good to see you. We've killed Mystique twice. That's ready. On rate, says Jim.
Let's get a...
Oof. Choices. Oh, choices. Oh, but I won't get a card. Ooh, that changes the map.
Practice defense. And then let's... Does the 1 per enemy, it only relates to itself, right? Like you could have multiple 1 per enemy cards?
Yes, yeah. I know that for sure.
So I can give someone -1 attack this round for no good reason.
You and make Nimrod less cool?
He's not attacking me,
Oh, right.
so fine.
Well, that'll be, I mean,
Or I just keep it.
it's not... Can you spend it on something? Shoot somebody with a little blaster or whatever? Heal Wolverine with it?
I wish I could do any of these things. It would be cool. I'm just going to keep it because I don't want to have to draw an extra encounter card.
Oh, man.
All right, over to you.
That's good stuff. All right, hold on. I got to plug my phone in. So I can keep up with all those fine people out there in chat. Okay, I've got a mind-blowing turn. Boy. You ready for this?
Hold on.
Colossus is the best.
That's real. So I can't use this on an enemy that doesn't have an upgrade on them. So instead of doing 3 here, I'm gonna do 4 here with my I-beam.
Play exploit weakness. Do 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll flip down. And if you got 3 to do here, feel free. If not, doesn't matter.
It's like I'm overpaying though for my. Okay, here we go. First order of business. Let's play Organic Steel with Genius. Nothing smarter than this steel. Okay, we love it. Then we flip up. We gain a tough. Courtesy of Colossus's ability. Then we exhaust titanium muscles to generate. Oh no, wait, we don't do that yet. Then we swing for 4 at Pyro. Man, I'm gonna have to over. I don't get to Godslayer anything.
Can you do 4 first somehow?
I can do 4 any number of times through Pyro and through other people, but I don't have overkill, so it's like I can do 6. But he only takes 4. I guess I could hit him twice and let Pyro do his thing. That's probably okay.
He doesn't attack, right?
Yeah, who cares? Who needs it? Okay. Next step is... Hold on, we gotta think. We got halfway through it and now it's falling apart. This is gonna draw a card. That's worth 3. So we do that. And then maybe it works out. I suppose that is acceptable. Okay, let's have Colossus do 4 to Sabretooth. Technically 5. Kill him. Or defeat him, right?
What's his health?
Then he comes into 2. He brings in a tough status token. And it's the same old game, 2/2.
30 health.
Yeah, it comes in at 30.
And I'm sure this falls off.
All right, then we'll play Bulletproof Protector, discard a tough to stand, and then we'll Organic Steel it back, and we'll draw for Iron Will. Okay, looks good. Everything's fine here. Everything's fine. Now we have decisions. I have so many great things to do. You ever feel that way?
I wish. I long for the day.
Okay, okay, let's see this. We'll do...
You ever realize like 20 minutes later you did your turn wrong?
Yes, literally all the time. We can't knock that tough status token off, can we? That's a real pain.
Save it for me, dude.
To knock the tough off?
Yeah, I use my little visor and it's like... Zzz.
Yeah, true. So let's get rid of Pyro. Yeah. Let's swing at Pyro for 4.
He gone.
He's gone. That's very nice. I like that. We'll Godslayer it while we're there, just to really prove the point there. And then we'll make a big impact. We'll go generate 2 for the double tough.
The value. How many times you use that this game?
It's just obscene. Absolutely obscene. I'm gonna discard the Helicarrier, play a Shadowcat.
She looks awesome.
And then ignores guard, crisis, patrol, etc. Let's go ahead and drop 2 on Nimrod. Does that even help?
You dummy.
It's not even a point to do that. I may as well do 3 all.
It means that
on.
next turn we just like do 1 to them.
I'll do 2 off the main.
Oh.
Yeah, that's way better.
We were this close.
Okay, and then that's me. This is crazy. Colossus is nutty. 2, 3, 4.
Wow. Wowie.
What is going on here? How did they print this? I don't understand. Zach?
I don't know, man.
I don't understand.
I don't make the rules. I just play the cards. All right.
Yeah. So good.
First things first. 2 threat on.
Okay.
Next thing, he's going to scheme against me for 2+ card.
2 plus a card. 2 plus 1 is 3 and attached to a minion and give it a tough status. Nimrod might be a pass. Then we're going to heal 2. Can you heal past?
You can't.
You can't. Because we're geniuses.
Yeah, that was big brain.
That was big brain stuff right there. Okay.
We clearly knew what we were doing.
We love it. And then we reshuffle this.
Dude, I'm going to get Nimrod. The last
Yeah,
thing I
you're a
do.
visor, man. I mean, you got all sorts of piercing. You're piercing all over.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about it. Blank. Nimrod is forever.
Yeah, I think Nimrod might be here for a while. And then we have an attack against me.
What stage is Sabretooth?
Stage 2, Sabretooth. Yeah. Stage 2, Sabretooth.
Started on 1, right?
He started on 1. You can believe
30
it.
health to go. Here we go.
It'll all collapse
run.
real quick here.
Speed run.
Sabretooth coming at me. 2 attack with a boost. And I've got tough. And I'll draw a card from it. So, oh yeah, block that. Remove a tough, draw a card.
What? That's insanity.
I don't understand this. And let me make sure I want to organic steal it. I guess so, right? Because then I go down and I put it in and I force the draw. Like,
4K.
who
4K,
made,
no.
who made this? This is unbelievable.
Back cards? Did you
Yeah.
shuffle those up?
Yeah. Shuffle.
We get one of these.
Oh, wait, it needs to heal as well. Heal 0. Bad card, Zach. Bad card, Steven.
I'm first.
Oh, and I get that tough back, right?
Advance. Villain schemes.
Fine.
2 plus 1 and exhaust a character you control. Well, Wolverine, you were made for exhausting, buddy.
And then he heals.
Yeah.
1. But he can't heal. Bad card to me. Medical emergency. 2 plus 4. Victory 1. Heal 2 damage from Robert Kelly.
Oh, we like the stock.
Obviously, Robert Kelly under so much pressure right now. Literally have not cared about him the entire game.
Brant said Nimrod's one of those classic, oh, that's such cool design. And then several rounds later, Nimrod, just go away.
Just go away. Have you ever thought about Robert Kelly at all? Yet? Because we don't. If he's 4 away from death, I don't think there's anything weird that can.
Well, there's always something weird.
Yeah, there's probably like a card that's just like kill Robert Kelly,
Yeah.
or discard your hand and lose 15 health or something.
DOI, can you exhaust Kelly? Oh, is it exhaust an ally you control?
It says exhaust. Oh wait, what does it say? Exhaust a character you control. That's a character, and you control him. Yeah, dude.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Bryce's face. We need the
Robert-
Bryce cam. Cut to that right there.
Yeah. Avalanche was thwarted by the swift legislative moves of Robert Kelly.
I just keep saying R. Kelly.
Passed an anti-avalanche bill.
Yeah. All right. The end of round.
Am I the first player again now?
You're the captain now. He's exhausted.
Man, can you do any fancy visor stuff before I gotta start
I can't,
swinging?
unfortunately.
Oh,
no.
God. You're built to kill Nimrod, though.
Is my
3
purpose in life,
damage
yeah.
and piercing, 100%. Okay, Colossus, what can we do today? What can't we do?
Maybe turning the steel and punch it.
I just can't believe this guy.
You like him?
I just can't believe how good he is.
He's like a mountain.
All right, Metro PD going to remove the tough. Then let's pump up our titanium muscles. Steel fist. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. That one. Discard a tough to stun and confuse that enemy.
My goodness gracious. It's like pheromones, but it does something.
Draw a card after
Like,
a tough status.
on top
discard.
of the amazing effect. Like, let's do 5 and the best effects in the game. You going to alter ego mode this turn?
Well, maybe. I don't know. There's so much to do up here.
You may as well with the confuse token.
Bless you, bless you. And then does this give me a free card?
4-hand size heroes can be good.
They can. You just have to give them ways to draw cards at infinite amounts of time.
It's like that Lloyd Christmas quote. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what he's saying to that old lady.
I don't know what he's saying to that old lady.
You know, he's like, maybe what they say is true.
Well, people can still.
Yeah, he's like, something about safe drive. Can't drive safe or whatever, but they can still like be of value basically. It's hilarious.
Okay, let's do Colossus swinging with Godslayer onto Sabretooth for 6 damage. That feels good.
Down to 19. We're in the teens.
Yeah, we're in the teens. And then we have 2 cool plays. Let's do the cool play. Then we'll play the X-Jet.
I like the VX jet.
Discarding a Steel Fist because I think we're about out of the game here.
You get a free card?
No, not yet.
I'm printing counter card. Okay.
Oh, right, I ran out of deck. Yes, that's what you mean. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll exhaust the X-Jet to generate a resource to play Limitless Stamina. Ready my hero. And then I will swing for 4 on Sabretooth and swing for 2 more on Sabretooth.
So he's down to 13.
That's right.
I gotta start doing some math.
There could be a way, you know. I'm just saying there could be a way.
Do we really want to go ahead and get out of here, though?
Well, you mean, you know, you don't just want to kite Sabretooth around. You'd rather...
Okay.
But we also, he's literally taking a 0 turn this turn, so, like, you got plenty of time if you can't do it this turn. You can do it next turn.
So what I really want to do, let's trigger this ability and see if we got anything. Oh, we do. Amazing. There's only 2 cards left in the deck. It's like, is there one left? Cool.
Oh, I need to roll down to Alter Ego. That's the thing.
Let's go to Cyclops mode. Well, first off, oh, he has an attachment. Is that an upgrade? No, that's a downgrade. All right, we gotta attach something to him. That's kind of, he heals 1. We're gonna play a coordinated attack here. My allies take -1 consequential damage while they're attacking here. I'm gonna use this resource. Piercing and 3 damage.
That's victory 1 waiting to happen right there, boy. This is victory 1 as well.
Yeah, we're gonna take our time on this one.
Just go to the experience cow. Start milking.
Actually, you know what? Let's flip this. Flip, drop, and reverse. I'm gonna attach the practice defense here. He gets -1 attack. I'm gonna attach the coordinated attack here. Then we're gonna play.
Having great deja vu right now. I feel like we've been here.
Really?
Have we not done this before? Wow.
I'm gonna play at long last Phoenix.
You just see the future sometimes and then you live it.
Check this out. Effective leadership. So she gets +1/+1 this round.
I love that art style on that card.
When I
Poppy.
play it, I get to put a Cyclops card in my hand from my discard pile. We're gonna get the exploit weakness.
Dude, you're go do that. You're a manager.
Manager.
You're playing Cyclops the manager.
We're gonna play. He is kind of the manager. It's like all the teenagers don't want him to be there.
Yeah, dude.
They're just trying to have a good time.
Like, can I just make fireworks shoot out of my fingers?
We gotta watch. We can't have excess casualties, like building damage. We gotta pay for. God.
What's the return on investment? We're not just taking the jet out for anything.
I'm gonna play
Taylor Swift.
exploit weakness here. Wolverine is gonna punch. He takes 2 damage.
Who you punching?
-1, so he takes 1. I'm punching Sabretooth, which is for 4.
Yeah.
So he goes to 9. And then she's at +1. She'll attack for 3, but it'll be 4 because of the thing that's on there. I could have totally nuked him, by the way.
This is easy mode, man.
Yeah.
Scenario for children.
And then I'll pass.
Just kidding. Okay, great. So now we go to the part where we're probably just going to randomly lose. We're going to add 4.
Get one of these for free.
Go to 11 of 18.
No way we're losing.
It's not terribly comfortable up in here.
Benjamin Lyons, man, it's been so long since I've seen you guys. Always good to hear you. Just wanted to holler at you. Hope the crew has a good one. Thanks, Benjamin.
Benjamin, good to see you. Ryan, too, in the chat there. Boom.
PMK, no, you can't shoot fireworks out of your fingers. Oh, but you get to shoot lasers out of your eyes?
Yeah, no joke. You ever think that if he like looks in the peripheral past those his like cool guy glasses, he'll just like randomly ace something over there? Maybe Jubilee, I guess. We added the thing, and then whenever nothing happens at this stage, that used to be an old thing, and now Sabretooth is going to activate against me.
He fails.
He fails. And he's going to activate against you.
He fails.
He also fails.
He's going to attack. It's -1. So I'll take 2 on Cyclops.
Nice. And then bad card to me, bad card to you. How did we both get a double there?
I ran out of deck.
Me too. Interesting.
It's like our decks are both 40 cards.
Blob is coming in, and Pyro's coming in. All right, we're just going to
Easy.
move right past them.
Unrelenting Savage. Hero mode. Sabretooth attacks you. He has no sustained damage. What?
What?
What's sustained damage?
Damage that keeps going? Turn over turn? Or is it damage generated from solar panels?
Or is it a typo for sustain no damage?
No idea.
Or is that sustainable damage?
If he has no sustained damage, he gets +1 attack for this activation.
What's the sustained damage, though?
It doesn't matter. I'm blocking the Wolverine.
Okay.
You want to flip a boosty boost?
It's a recyclable damage.
2.
2
Plus.
more. Yeah, so Wolverine's gone. Thanks
Wolverine
for-
had a very weak showing.
Yeah, he's kind of... then he heals, right?
Yeah. Heals 2. Oh, apparently if he has full health, he gets +1 damage.
Okay, cool. Then Animal Ferocity attached to Sabretooth, he gains Stalwart. Can't be stunned or confused.
That would have been annoying.
Hero action, spend 1 of each resource type, discard this card. Attach this card to Sabretooth as a boost, so that's it.
Easy.
This falls off.
And then we basically get to decide how you want to dunk on Sabretooth.
Well, we gotta get rid of Nimrod first.
Oh, right. You got to get the victory. And we got to get 6th threat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't sleep on that.
We want to go out in style here. Oh man, are we going to? 3.
I guess this was all standing.
Oh, he has +5 health.
What? Why?
This
Ha-
is attached to him.
That's impossible. We can't do that.
I don't know though.
Was that 3 more rounds?
Yeah. Not happening. We just wasted our time.
I mean, I suppose we could, but like, will we?
No. Let's see.
And he can't take more than how much damage? 3 every phase?
every time. Yeah.
Oh, why do they do that? But what if I'm good? If you need extra money, I have an X-Jet for you. I figure now is the best time to offer that. Colossus is busted, by the way.
He seems really good.
He's the best hero ever made. Makes
Well-
Captain Marvel look like an idiot.
Like a full-on idiot.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, fly and have infinite sun powers or whatever. But being made of metal, impossible. Surely, Magneto a natural foil, right?
Seemingly.
Does Magneto just literally like toss him aside like
X-Men?
Colossus?
Colossus? Yeah, that would be a problem.
Or is it because he's organic metal it doesn't count?
I think it counts.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine also has a problem in the Magneto.
Right.
He's
They should stop using metal against
Yeah.
Magneto.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, they don't. Wolverine just has to like not participate.
But he could still move his little hands around because like the metal's in there somewhere, right?
Who?
Wolverine. The claws don't appear; they just retract, so they're still in there.
Well, his whole bone structure is reinforced by metal.
Oh, so he can just
Right?
puppet Wolverine around,
Isn't it?
as he desires.
Yeah, that's why it's just a problem.
Yeah.
Like
So just don't send Wolverine.
Wolverine, Magneto can't. It's sort of like, any grass Pokemon. If you have fire Pokemon, it's like don't.
Yeah,
Or
just
water if you're, etc. Anyways,
I'm glad to get that cleared up.
yeah, I'm glad we could do the same. I will play a Danger Room training on Phoenix. She's gonna thwart 3 here. Take a damage. I'm gonna use these PDs here. I'm gonna use Cyclops. Remove this. Victory 1.
Heal 2.
I bet you that damage sticks around too, so it's good that we.
And it probably, or it's like if Robert Kelly has 4 or more damage, X, Y, and Z. I
And I'll
love
play
that stuff.
a Ricochet Beam.
Oh, it's your favorite.
And if we're gonna end it in style, end it loosely. I'm gonna do 3 here and 3 here. Over to you. I got the victory points. Actually, you know what? I'll do 3 to Nimrod just to prove a point.
No, I do 3 to Pyro, dog.
Ah, dog.
You want to do 3 to Nimrod just to prove a point?
It's fine. It's fine. This dumb card.
Okay. Over to me.
We get it.
Let's see if we need to do anything with this. Okay. Let's go Peter.
You're
Up to
doing it,
Colossus. Up to Tough.
You can do 4, right?
Let's generate 2 and 1 X-Jet and Titanium Muscles into the fray on Blob. 6.
Hold on. My Ricochet Beam, the second 3 only does something with an upgrade on it, so I'll just hit him for 3.
You do 3 with Nimrod. Oh, right. So it's got to be Nimrod Sabretooth.
He doesn't have an upgrade. He doesn't attack.
What's Homo Superior? Really?
I'll get used to this whole upgrade thing. I missed the Ricochet.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it
you know?
definitely will get used to it. If there's one thing I've learned, I don't want to use titanium muscles on that. I want to use power progression on that. Okay, easy. Then we'll do a little old-fashioned Colossus. I'm going to do 4 to Pyro, killing Pyro. Oh no. But what now? Well, we'll play Limitless Stamina. We'll even use titanium muscles on that, just to flex, to stand up.
Flexion of titanium muscles.
That's right. Let's do
The ways you can dunk on them.
let's do 1 by 1. Deal 2 damage to him. Doesn't kill him. Let's swing for 6. Sabretooth, you're so dead.
Victory.
You lost.
All right, let's see what the winning.
Hold on, I gotta zoom out a little bit. Whew. How long did that take?
See this victory section? That's what's happening right now. Well, what do you say?
3 hours.
3 hours from start.
An hour.
30 minutes of goofing around, 30 minutes of deck building.
You didn't really get started until 3:30.
So it took us about an hour.
Okay, that's actually not bad at all, is it?
Yeah. That's why, like, if you're wanting to do 2 at once, I think next week if we just come in and we have our things ready,
Yeah.
slap 2 back to back.
And don't lose.
Yeah, never.
It compromises the whole series if we
And,
lose.
well, if we can technically do 2 per week and we have 3 weeks left, we have 6 chances to do 4 scenarios.
Yeah.
So there's 2 losses built in.
Let's kind of get up to heroic. Heroic expert. Because the Colossus can do it, man.
Cyclops could do it too.
These are powerhouses.
Yeah, I might tweak the deck a little between now and then.
We got the 2 C's.
If the Frightened Police side scheme was defeated, record it in the campaign line. You have your log?
I'll just start a little note here.
Yeah. You downgraded from notebook to digital.
Okay. Note.
Thomas Morton, good game. Marvel is back.
Okay, we'll call it. What's this called? What's the box called?
Mutant Genesis.
Mutant Genesis. Genesis.
Play the Sega Genesis.
Okay, and we recorded Frightened Police.
Yep.
Okay.
Frightened Police.
See my new phone cover? That nice?
That is nice.
It's water, you see, because it's my identity. Frightened Police. Done. What else? Rafe would have like a corn dog on his.
Corn dogger. Remove each future past card in the victory display from the campaign. We did none.
Well, what were we supposed to put that one in the victory
It's
display?
this guy that we didn't beat. You see. Add each future past card found in the counter deck discard pile and in play to the campaign log. So you need to put Nimrod.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Remove each roll upgrade that began the game and play from the campaign. So
We already did that
can't
ourselves.
have the same one
Did that
again.
ourselves.
I'll leave the one I've used sleeved.
Okay, right, like it.
And that's it. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sleeve all 4 of them, all 5 of them, and then remove the ones that. I'll remove them as I use them. You know what? That's the right idea. Use them and remove them, basically.
Use them and remove them.
All right, Zach. What did you think about the first scenario of X-Men Sinister Motives, or what is it called again? Marvel Genesis. Mutant Genesis.
Well, there's layers to this onion. I thought Sabretooth was. This is like at the peak of management for me, and we're back. We've been not playing Marvel for a while, so getting used to that is an interesting thing. The characters are really cool. I think both these characters are actually pretty good. There was a little bit of like, and I get it. It just is what it is. But all the stuff that is like referencing the fact that one part of the card text wants something to have an upgrade on mine.
Oh yeah,
I kept a little bit almost bamboozling me. I had one turn that was pretty bad because of that. But in terms of the campaigns, I think it's a solid start. It hasn't been overly complex.
Yeah, just like he's punching and then he's healing. That's basically it. If you remove him from the scenario, Sabretooth is super simple.
Yeah.
Punching, healing, punching, healing, punching, healing.
I will say,
whole
like,
game.
I mean, I guess Sabretooth's thing is that he heals, right?
I hope so. That's what he was
him,
doing.
He and Wolverine both have that, like.
Yeah. They got shot up with the special serum or whatever.
I was gonna say, like, in terms of theme and it feeling like Sabretooth, like they obviously had the Robert Kelly piece. And the Future Past thing is cool. What's going on there, the way they have that as a side deck. But like of all the scenarios we played, some of them it's like, my goodness, that is a clever way to feel like that villain. And this was Sabretooth-ish.
Honestly, that could have been any villain.
That's kind of where I'm at.
You could put that mechanic on almost anything, and it's cool. I wonder if we just didn't hit some of his cards at the right time.
Now, I will say,
These Brotherhood guys stole the show for me, these minions.
Oh my gosh, what's the She Came Back card?
Mystique.
Mystique. That was cool. Like that mechanic where those Mystique cards are in the deck, and you get them and they shuffle into your deck, and then that timing was kind of funny.
Let's go for a modular.
Adamantium Claws we didn't really engage with, just like a +1 in piercing. He has a lot of these cards that if he's unhurt, he does. Yeah. If he has no sustained damage, that is honestly just an awkward way to say that.
Yeah.
If he has no damage, what would you say that? If he's full health?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Undamaged.
If he's undamaged, yeah, maybe there's some play with like plus health stuff that you have to accommodate. Feral Rage, he attacks the player who defeated that. But aside from that, yeah, it's pretty straight up just...
Yeah. The Claws getting him piercing would have been annoying with your tough.
Yeah. Oh my god, it would have been awesome. Yeah. Actually, he would have wrecked
GT Lime saying this scenario felt more like fighting Mystique to us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which it could have felt that way.
Yeah. I love Sabretooth, though.
Apparently Mystique can replace Kelly.
No way. How is that?
Thematically, that happens. She shapeshifts into him somehow. We didn't see it.
Not in this game, but this is possible in the card game?
I think it's possible in this stack.
Wow. Okay. I feel like we got very fortunate with all of the things we drew. Everything that we were discarding, and there were 0 heals, and those kinds of things too. So I think this is just like a very fancy version of Rhino. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I welcome that.
I just want to see... Yeah, it doesn't need much, right?
Yeah, it's like, all right, that was a fun challenge. Moving on.
What's the card that transforms her? I'm curious about that.
Maybe we don't need to know yet. Yeah, so like it looks like it came out of the blue during our play. Huh. I wonder if there's a weird interaction that happens.
GT Lime saying Mystique assassinating Kelly felt really cheap to us.
Huh.
I think it's what happens in the movies or comics. Like, she shapeshifts into him.
Interesting.
And they don't realize.
Well,
it's her.
that's kind of tantalizing. I wonder if it's in this weird stack, future past stack. No. Huh. I don't know. Man, that has me quite curious.
Apparently, if he's the only ally you have to discard him to her ability that discards an ally.
Oh, no way.
And it doesn't lose you the game, I don't think, or maybe it does.
Yeah, it does said if Robert Kai leaves play, the players lose the game. That's
So
hilarious.
I could discard.
That's hilarious.
So like she can just kill him and then it's over.
That would not be good. I would not be a fan of that. If that had happened to us today, that would have been so funny, though.
Yeah, that's like the Yithian.
Yeah. Just like, oops, should have had an ally, idiot. Boom.
Yeah, I guess I failed that one,
Here's the game.
bro.
Even though it says permanent, you know? And you would think permanent things can't be discarded. But here we are. Well, Marvel Monday.
Apparently, David's saying Kelly is permanent, so you can't replace him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
So maybe he can't be discarded by that.
Yeah. But again, how would you know that unless you go into the deep dive of the rules manual?
Yeah, you'd have to know the definition of permanent, because permanent's not even on Robert Kelly's card.
Oh.
So it's
how
given,
do we know he's
I think
permanent?
it's given it by the scenario.
I don't know.
Like when you take control of him, whatever that size scheme was.
That honestly would be so funny if Robert Kelly just randomly, you lost.
Yeah, all right, start over.
Hey man, I played video games as a child. That stuff happens all the time.
Yeah, sure does.
A bat showed up and you're dead and you can do nothing about it.
Yeah, try again.
Yeah, get wrecked. You didn't get the bow.
You ever play a Lion King video game?
Yeah, he's not permanent. He's not permanent. Anyway, hey, thanks so much for watching, everybody.
What'd you think about it?
Yeah, I thought it was
Okay.
just a pretty much a vanilla ice cream scenario.
Yeah.
And I like a good vanilla. I mean, it was fine.
Of all the scenarios to start a campaign, it's fine.
It's probably nice, too, because a lot of people, when they start the campaign, are going to do it like us, and you're learning the hero as you go, so you don't really want to get slammed as you're trying to figure out, oh, what are the synergies I'm supposed to be looking for with this deck.
Yeah.
But Colossus is unbelievable. I mean,
Once he got going, it seemed insane.
it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy because his currency is also something that is so fundamentally good anyway.
Yeah. Like that card, you do 5 and get a confused stun. When Pheromones was just confused stun, it's one of the best cards in the game. So then doing 5 is like...
You got to discard a tough for it, though.
Yeah, then you draw a card. And then you get a stuff back.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know how it's.
I mean, independently, without the setup, it's nowhere near as good.
But it's so perfectly synergistic.
You're going to get all of it.
It like smacks you in the face with what you're supposed to do. It makes you want to run the rest of the deck as just filtering and searching cards so that you can hit all of those pieces as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hey, next week, what are we doing? We're going to come back next week?
Yeah, Marvel
next week?
Monday, doing Scenario 2.
Next week, Marvel Monday, Scenario 2, maybe Scenario 2 and 3, all at once.
Yep, let's go for it.
And we're trying to get it all done before what?
So we have
Worlds?
3 more weeks of streaming
Yeah.
after this. And then I'm gone after that for Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're into like the November phase. I
And
also
then
think,
you got Thanksgiving and yeah.
I do believe an Arkham campaign is coming out as well. Maybe.
Yes,
Maybe
it is.
not.
At some point. Scarlet Keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going to be on break for a second.
Yeah.
So the goal is to get the campaign done before we're on break.
That's right. So sometimes we just have to rock right through and do 2 scenarios at once and get out of here at like 7 at night.
Yeah. Although we do it this fast and we don't have an hour and a half of setup, then it won't be 7 o'clock.
All right, it won't be 7 o'clock. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I'm going to go shut down that playmat pre-order. So
Now's the time
if you want to
immediately.
beat me to it, this is the shot you've got. And what else? We got subscriptions, of course, for the game. If you want to keep getting all the hero packs, campaign expansions, etc., you can find that on our website. I love all of you that are doing that already. I know there are many of you in the chat, and it makes our world go around, quite literally. Thanks so much. I think I'm supposed to press a button that I always forget to press. And I'm going to try to do that right now. Take care, everyone.